What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, YouTube? Irish USMC Vet here, and Stinger will be back, I guess. I don't know if he's playing around with me or if his audio is not working or my audio is not working. So let me know. Give me a sound check there. Anybody out there listening? What you doing now? See, you just playing around. You just playing
What?
around. Playing with the microphone.
Can you hear me now?
Say again.
Can you hear me now?
Say again.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Hear
I'll
me now?
play.
Again? It's gonna replay quite a bit apparently on the wife's device.
Oh, she's watching. She's watching, keeping track of us. Good morning to Liberty Not License down in Florida. Doing better, it looks like. That's good. What's up? I see I post up a link. No links yet. No links yet. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Gorilla Girl. How are we doing today?
You suck. It's taking so long now. I gotta go to my own meeting and I can't fucking listen in. So.
Well, you may come back. I'm sorry. Nature called, and I had to go to the little boy's room.
You had an emergency defecation situation?
Yeah. Well, I actually was working on going to build an outhouse today, and then I actually had to make an emergency dart to the inside bathroom. So yeah. Today I got some pretty cool stuff to show. Well, I think it's cool. You guys might not. You might think I'm just a weirdo with a fucking bunch of seeds, but I'm gonna get me another thing.
I got a whole bunch of cool seeds to show you. Said no one ever except for Tactical Tony.
yeah. Well, Tactical Tony has the seeds, to
seed starter kit for his own.
Yeah. Tactical Tony needs to send me a seed starting kit.
He's got his own arc.
Yeah. So I got a bunch of stuff done yesterday, so that's good. Got the deep freeze cleaned out for the coming meat shortage. Want to be prepared for that. It's still defrosting, but got it cleaned out. Apparently, the children that wanted those case of Eggo waffles did not eat said case of Eggo waffles, and the whole entire bottom of the refrigerator was filled full of Eggo waffles. Mm-hmm. So that's defrosting in the process. I cleaned up a lot of my shed because it was raining yesterday, and get back to working outside today because it's fairly decent looking. What the hell did I come over here for? I came over here for water.
I have not prepared for the meat shortage.
Well, we don't either. I mean, well, we do, but not. I mean, the wife wanted me to clean the freezer.
We can, and we might. Now that we're in the club, into the Sam's Club, we might go ahead and can some of that stuff because, man, you get a lot.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people, says Liberty Not Licensed, will be admiring non-GMO heirloom seeds, right? I don't think they understand the gravity of the situation yet, but they will when you can't go to the store and get it. I mean, hell, we were out of hamburger.
What?
Yeah. When all this stuff popped off, we were out of hamburger because we don't buy a lot of hamburger. And then during summertime we will because the kids will be home. And they like to make little things. But when they're home, we have to have hamburger around because that's what they like to cook with. So when this all kicked off, we didn't have any. Well, probably 2 or 3 pounds, But as you know, 6 children, three or 4 adults, that's not gonna
half a meal.
Yeah, I just opened up the water part of my coffee machine and was gonna pour the coffee in it. Today is not gonna be a good day.
No, today's starting off pretty bad for me too.
I already had to go to the bathroom. out of schedule. Broke my schedule today.
Uh-oh.
So, but anyways, moving on. We will press forward and cook us 6 ounces of espresso. And I'll get back over and check the comments because I'm across the shop. It's actually 43 paces to the east. No, I'm just playing. I ain't telling them. I'm not running a Roomba robot in here. So you can get the floor plan layout, which changes constantly. So, excuse me.
I like being ignorant. It's ignorancy is bliss. When you wake up to certain things and have to deal with shit that is uncomfortable, it's not pleasant. I guess that's why it's uncomfortable, right? But it's one of those times you're like, I'm glad I know, but at the same time, I wish I didn't. You ever had one of those moments?
Yep, all the time.
Watching The Matrix, like, why couldn't I have chosen the red pill or the blue pill? Yeah.
Afternoon, Patriot in the Dark. How are we doing today, sir? Hope you and your family are doing all right. Hashtag Pure Penal. Good afternoon, everyone, from the hashtag Pure Michigan Penal Colony. Our warden gave us the privilege to buy seeds today. Woohoo! Woohoo! I would have bought them anyways. But
you should have a seed black market.
Yeah. Let's start it. The black web for seeds. The black web for seeds.
You can see the guy with the trench coat opening it up.
It's full of
packets.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm down for that. We can definitely you do that. Oklahoma, somebody.
Yeah, well,
I haven't seen the message yet. Oh, try and survive. Gotcha. Hello, sir. How are you? How's everything in the state of Oklahoma? I just didn't see the message. It must happen faster on YouTube than it does over here on stream.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a delay since this is on YouTube and we're just using StreamYard to access it. So comments there happen there first and then they get whittled over.
Yep, it has been a while. I'm glad to see you're coming out again.
Yeah. Thought you went dark.
We do these pretty much every morning except for the weekends. Because the weekends, whenever I catch up on all the stuff that I didn't do during the week. Everything's good here. How are y'all doing? Pretty good here. No complaints. We got all of our seeds ordered early, and I was just telling them how we didn't have a lot of hamburger, but we've since came into some hamburger, and the wife made me clean out the deep freeze, but was full of a case of Eggo waffles, so that she can stock it full of hamburger. For the upcoming meat shortage that she thinks is going to happen. So she actually thought that herself. So I'm going to get some meat, steaks, and stuff. And I'm going to can some of the hamburger, freeze some of the hamburger, and then whatever else we can shove in our little bitty deep freeze. That's not a big one. It's just size of a counter, little small counter or something. One of the small
Best
ones.
way to can meat or ground beef is make meatballs, make meatloaf, and then make taco meat. Those are my 3 favorite ways to can beef, or at least ground beef. Yeah. If it's stewing meats, you can make like stews and soups. You just put the meat chunks in there. You can do that with chicken too. We made chicken noodle soup, but left out the noodle part because the noodles disintegrate unless you have like some special noodle that only is known to Chef Boyardee. But so we just make chicken noodle soup, add the noodles later when we want. But that's a good way to store your meat.
Trying surviving says I work the graveyard shift. I'm usually sleeping right now. It's 10. Yeah, it's 11:30 here. So, hey, thanks for coming out. I mean, I don't know. I don't think you're leaving or whatever, but I appreciate you coming out. Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of everything. 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, pulling my little Firewatch detail, and then I have one of the other boys pick it up after that. One of my older boys is a nocturnal creature, anyways. So, good thing I just ate.
Right.
Oh, so like I was gonna say, we were talking about the other day on how you could buy raw seeds, right? So of course I had these, and I wanted to show them to you. So this Bob's Red Mill. Can you see the brand?
Yeah, we have
Bob's
the
Red Mill.
same thing.
Yeah, you get these?
I think so.
Okay, so it says premium whole flaxseed, which means they've never been heated or anything. So this entire bag, 13 ounces, was $6.
Cool.
Now you can plant this entire bag and it will come back up because it hasn't been treated, right? Well, flax is good to make all kinds of stuff. You can use it for clothing, dye, and they're edible, obviously, because they come in a edible seed form. And then my other favorite, this is only an 8-ounce bag, but it's the same concept. This was $6, I think. Poppy seeds, right? Yeah, not the ones that we need. It's for survival, but they're poppy seeds. But anyways, I just wanted to show you the.
You'll still fail a test.
I just want to show you guys the diversity. But this bobsseedmill.com, and if you get the whole seeds, it's got to say whole right here, WHOLE. Then you can take them and plant them, and they'll come up just like they would, this seed packet. So, but you see the comparison. This one was $8, and this one was $8. So 13 ounces, or I don't know, a couple hundred grams, not even a full ounce, probably a quarter ounce, for the same price. So if you can find what you're looking for in the whole seed section, then that's good to go. Get those. Were you playing with your sword again?
No, of course not.
You were not playing with thy sword? Thou shalt not lie, or thou shalt be stricken down by thy sword.
My sword does not make those noises. It makes more of a brrr.
Oh no, that's the sword. That's the sword. Quick and easy fertilizer, all mixed into one. Perennial mix for wildflowers, for the pollinating bees and stuff like that. So, if you buy this, it's got a lot of seeds in it, but the main thing you want to look for, yeah, right. It sounds, yeah, it's a good deal if you like any flax or whatever, or if you need to make clothes. On the back here, these little white labels. Okay, that's where you want to look on seed packets you buy from the store, because right here it tells you. Right here it says inert matter, other crop, weed seed. So it tells you right there that for $7, most of this big bag here is inert matter. So that's fertilizer, chewed up paper, whatever. So then you have 1% seed mix in this entire bag, right? So you want to look at the back. It says what the inert matter is, because that tells you how much seed's in there. But this one comes with a soil enhancer and a water crystal technology, which is basically like the crystals out of a baby diaper. So this one you spray down, and whenever the baby diaper crystals start disappearing, you add more water. So that's the cool thing about this one. It's kind of special proof. If you're new or you're just need something to remind you. So that's for that. We have wildflowers around our place, and bees and butterflies love it. Yes, that's what I do it for, to bring in the pollinators, the beneficial insects. So then we have insectarian ones as well. But the insectarians bring in the beneficial insects, the parasitic wasps and stuff. So then this one is deer and rabbit resistant. Also $7, I think. It has 97.19% inert matter, 1% other crop, and 0.1% inert other crop, 0.01 weed seed. I went right into thinking about the friggin' cerveza bug. Whenever I read the 0.01, I'm like,
The death rate's not that bad.
yeah, well, like that's what I'm saying. Like this entire bag, there's 0.01% of the cerveza bug. But anyways, yeah. So that's what you want to pay attention to whenever you take and buy this stuff. Just so you know for your own self that back here it says right here underneath my finger or above my finger what's actually in it. But like I said, this one comes with a mulch, fertilizer, all in one package, and it also has those little crystals. It's called seed watering technology. Consists of special crystals called sparkle. Sparkle crystals swell and glisten when enough water has been applied.
Ooh, swell and glisten? Come on, man.
Yeah. So I'm assuming it's like baby diaper gel. When I used it last
that sounds
year,
about right. Yeah.
when I used it last year, I had to cover it with mulch to keep the crystals plumped up. Because I just run some in front of my chicken coop or down the chicken coop. I also did a herb garden inside the chicken coop for the ladies last year. So, and that's come back up. The perennial herb garden that I planted inside of the girls' run. So they have herbs and good stuff to eat to help with bacteria. Nature's balance for sure. Yes, sir. For sure. So what's going on out there, everybody? Check in. Let us know what's going on. We're just talking about seeds this morning.
Right.
Go over to our fancy dancy site of web and check out any new information that may have came out about cerveza
The
bug.
real girl share that picture of our garden with you. I think she did. The one with the
Yes.
canopy over it now.
Yep. Looking good. Looking good. Definitely. Definitely cool. That you got out there. I seen she got both of her lettuce things put up.
Yeah.
So now, and then she used those as the prop poles for her sunshade. She said that I guess some of them burnt from the heat already.
Yeah, some of our tomato plants were looking pretty wilted yesterday, including the spinach.
Really?
I think it was in the direct sun too long. It gets really intense, so yeah, we're gonna see how it is today after today with the sunshade out.
So the numbers I just posted up are yesterday's numbers. Today is the ones posted up after that.
Try and Survive is coming up on my bedtime really fast. Hey, that's some pretty cool videos. Check out Try and Survive YouTube. We found a silver mercury dime.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, no. So I've never found anything cool like that. I've come close. I've had like 1965s, but I've never had like 1964. I did find one in an old thing of my grandparents in the 60s, but it wasn't mine, so I can't claim on that one. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool stuff. We did a few coin roll searches just for fun. You know, you watch a few YouTube channels, you get all hyped up. You're like, yeah, it won't cost you anything, right? You just got to go to the bank and ask for the rolls, and then take your time going through them. So we did that. It was nothing in there, but it was kind of fun, I guess.
Yeah, I think
it was
it's
not
just cool.
So much fun trying to get rid of them and get them back into dollar form.
I think it's cool just to go through them. You know, take a look because like there's a lot of cool little errors. I wish I had more time. Maybe when I retire. I can sit around look at coins, but like I did find one that said "In God We Rust" instead of "God We Trust," because the die marker problem was filled full of grease. What else did I find? I found a lot of actual silver change, like sterling silver. Yeah. I guess people just take and sell it, or use it for change. But I found a lot actually.
Me and the wife have been talking about getting into like some sort of business, and we watch all these entrepreneur channels on YouTube or whatever. And one of them is a laundromat, and I was like, well, that's got to be cool to find old coins in and having a laundromat. My goodness, I can only imagine how many. Well, I mean, I guess not, because if you really think about it, a lot of people come in there with cash and then use your change machine to make quarters, and then that just gets recycled. But every once in a while, I'm sure people bring in their own quarters.
Yeah, I try to go through it a pocketful at a time. So whenever I get change, I don't have to wait forever or spend 4 hours sorting the change before I take it to my bank. Let's see. What did I miss? All those? No. Wildflowers have around the place. Nature's balance. I posted up. Coming up on bedtime really soon, so it sounds like Try and Survive is going to go to bed. Thanks for checking in. If we don't see you anymore. Liberty Not Licensed says, take care of the ladies and they'll take care of you. Yeah, they love their little herb garden. I didn't think it was going to work. I put hardware cloth about halfway up and then chicken wire the rest of the way up to protect the herbs. But they can peck through the chicken wire and not get to the roots and pull them out. So that's the cool thing about that. Change machines can be a good place. It says Try and Survive. I received a steel 1943 penny as change. Yeah,
right on.
That is awesome. Yeah.
I bought a couple back in the day, like back in the 90s. I had a little penny collection, and so I went and bought some from the local coin store. Really good quality too. Very cool.
It's very far in between, but I have found I found a mercury dime in pocket change probably 2 years ago. So that's the only one I think I found for a long time. But
I've never even touched a merc.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't even know that they were that recent, man. I thought when I first was looking into these coins, I was like, oh, mercs, those look like from the 1800s. And then I'm looking at the date, I'm like, holy shit, that wasn't that long ago. It was what, like in the 30s/40s?
Yeah. I don't know the exact date that they went to the other one, but I'm sure somebody in here does.
Yeah, I don't know. I do find it interesting, though. I think I want to get into more of that kind of thing, but
that's a smart method with the wired herbs. I think I've seen Bob do this and on YouTube too. Yeah, I did a video on it. I think it's still up. I don't know.
You're gonna have to find that video, bro, and send me a link because I'd like to see it out.
I may have just sent it to HDP. I don't know. I do a lot of off the cuff videos for people, so people will call me and be like, "Hey, how do you do this?" So I do videos, and I think I upload them to YouTube, but then I don't know if I did.
I do that once in a while.
So yeah. Yep. So I'm sorry if I send you. And then a lot of it too is I remember stuff from the other channel too. So
Right. I'm trying to survive us out of here. See you later.
all right. Have a good day. Enjoy your rest there, sir. Hopefully we'll have an evening chat one of these days soon, and you can get in. And I don't know what your hours are or whatever on the weekend, but yeah, get back with me and we'll get you in a evening chat or something here when we get evening chats going. So yeah, thanks for coming out though. Have a good day and Godspeed to you, bro. Let me see. Da-da-da. What else? What else is going on? Yep. I need to go in and organize my videos, don't I?
We have Cumhole saying to people in New York who are complaining about not getting back to work. He's like, well, if you want to get back to work so bad, why don't you get a job as an essential worker? Do it tomorrow. People are hiring. You can get a job as an essential worker, so you can go to work, and now you're an essential worker, and you won't kill anyone because you're essential. That all of a sudden you're not contagious anymore, and you won't kill no one.
Right. So you're less vulnerable if you're essential worker. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, apparently.
All right.
Basically telling people though that if you want to go to work so bad, become an essential worker. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the audacity of these people. Somebody needs to whip kick him in the friggin' dome. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite upsetting, man. I watch some of this stuff just because, it is good content to bring up if all of a sudden you leave and I'm on the spot. What do we talk about? But it's pretty upsetting, man.
So the video link I just posted up is that is the chicken herb garden for the ladies. And then there is a second part of it, which I can post up as well. Let me save that to a playlist. Chickens. Probably chickens. I don't know. Do I have a chicken one? No, I don't have a chicken playlist. Why don't I have a chicken playlist? Okay, we'll just make a chicken run. It has become apparent that I am once again being copied. No, don't open YouTube. What are you doing? Stop! I hate this Chromebook.
There's no original ideas around anymore.
Huh?
There's no original ideas anymore. Everybody's done it once or twice.
Well, no, I mean like blatantly. You know what I'm saying? Why does it keep saying I don't want to play it, dude? I just want to put it in a playlist for chickens. Queue is cleared. Okay.
I had a video that was very popular that people actually downloaded and re-uploaded to their own channel and tried to take credit for.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's douchey.
Yeah, dude. That was, well, I mean, in a way, yeah, but in another, it was kind of an honor. Like, that video fucking made it, bro. Like, it's so goddamn popular that somebody's gonna try to completely rip it off.
Get out of here. What? And they did is voice over it or what?
No, they just reposted it on their channel like it was their own shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
I had to go through YouTube and the whole bit. That was quite a few years back, but God, what video was that even? I don't think it was one of my recent ones. I think it was probably one of the older ones. Oh yeah, it was definitely one of the older ones, I think. Back in the day when my YouTube channel was blowing up.
Your YouTube channel blowing up?
Was blowing up.
Oh, leave it to the wives, Trey. All right, well, I can't create a playlist because a stupid Chromebook won't allow me to scroll down, but
Who's trying to survive? Hi.
Trying to Survive is from Oklahoma. He just left.
Oh.
But he's got some cool videos I'm gonna check out later.
yeah, he's hung around with us for quite some time, but he said he's working third shift or so.
Alright, so you gotta watch it on repeat. Which is
Or-
not as cool as watching it live. But hey, do what you gotta
Well,
do.
no, you don't get to ask any of those questions.
Right?
Get them answered. So what's going on with everybody today? Those two videos are the chicken videos, posted up at 31 minutes and 20 seconds ish. So 30 and 31 minutes. Liberty not licensed. Ever fish the river for stripers or channel or blue cats? I've been to Southland Pool with a friend before. No, I have not been fishing down there. We have a couple stock ponds on the farm. Not my farm that I live on here, but my dad's farm. But yes, I don't like channel cats. Well, let me rephrase that. It depends on who's cooking them, whether or not I like them or not, because I've had them once. One time was enough to ruin it for me, but then I also had it fairly decent time. I still like all the bones in them, so I don't know if that was a preparation problem or what. So let's see. Texas is supposed to reopen. That's good. Good. Bill Gates fight against cerveza bug will define our era. This is an article over on the Report of Drudge. Is it impossible to overstate the pain? Well, it's definitely we need to embrace the suck because of what's going to roll downhill.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are talking about the closing of pork producers, and I think in 2003, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but somewhere around 2003, Smithfield was bought and purchased by the Chinese. And I say Chinese because essentially everything that a person owns, the government owns over there. So they're not going to be doing any more pork business with us. They're going to take. Apparently, they're going to take all of the American hogs and take them to China and then use them for themselves. Because they just have a swine flu or something run through their population of pigs. I think.
Swine flu was the last one I remember, but that was quite a few years ago.
So they're saying, well, I know it decimated a lot of their pig population. I just don't remember when. So, it still takes time for them to come back. But the good thing with pigs is, you don't have to take them to the slaughterhouse. They usually slaughter them at 250, 300, I think. But, you can leave them there a lot longer, and they'll get up to 1,000 pounds. Of course, it makes some of the different meat different. The pork shoulders and all that good stuff will be great, but the bacon, I think, is a little bit leaner. Research estimates that over 10,000 infections were undetected. As of March 1st, New York City had one confirmed case of the cerveza bug. Hidden outbreaks were also spreading almost completely undetected in Boston, San Fran, the Chi, Seattle, long before testing showed up that each major city had a problem. According to the model of spread, the disease researchers at Northeastern University who shared their results with the New York Times. Even in early February, while we were focused on Ching Chang Walla Walla Bing Bang, the virus was not likely to spread in multiple American cities, but also seeding blooms of infection were elsewhere in the United States, researchers found. As political leaders grappled with the question in February whether the outbreak would become serious enough to order measures of school closures and remote work. Anyways, yeah, there's a good article for you to read. So there was hidden outbreaks because it's a conspiracy. Conspiracy. Oh, Lord. Stan, everybody's in the house. Morning, Walter Davis. All right. Why don't you tell me people are talking? East Wind Farms is here. You're supposed to be my right-hand man there, sir. What's up? What's up? Smithland Pool, auto-corrected. Says Liberty not licensed. Not sure if you guys already talked about it, but we're going to be sending out more stimulus checks. Like I said before, I don't know if I'll get a stimulus check. Because I have a wife and 3 daughters. So if I do get one, it's already probably gone on shoes or undergarments or whatever the hell they have to get, So the princesses and the queen have to have their fancies. But it would be cool, so you could everybody could pay off some debt, get out of debt with it, or buy hard assets or whatever you need. Morning, folks, says East Wind Farms. I'm not getting any notifications anymore. Okay, Stan. I don't know. I've been unsubscribed to a lot of people. I had to go back and make sure I was still subscribed to you. I just done it yesterday. I have to periodically go through. I don't know what's going on, Stan. Go hit the bell and click all, I guess, instead of select. Maybe, I don't know. Try that. Good day, all, says Walter. Good morning, sir. How are you doing today? What kind of interesting work are you getting into today? Are you still working on the mall? Or did you get your door project done there? Cargill is closing outside of Calgary. What is Cargill? Is that a business? Eastwind says hello to Walter. Eastwind says hello to Stan. And why are my comments frozen? All right.
Let me play the Facebook thing.
Say again?
She's going to play the Facebook thing. She was wanting to know if it's real, and I clicked on it, and it didn't go anywhere. So.
What's Kuckerberg up to now?
All right. See if I can.
You said that hasn't been checked.
Okay.
So, a question that probably some of you are thinking of if you're totally into that world, which I find to be very interesting. So, supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light, and I think you said that hasn't been checked, but you're going to test it. And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that too. Sounds interesting. Right, and then I see the disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets in the lungs and it does a tremendous number of lungs. So it'd be interesting to check that. So that you're going to have to use medical doctors with. But it sounds interesting to me.
Yeah. So anyway.
Injecting disinfectant into yourself.
All right, so do not put bleach into your body. Okay. However, anything. Don't inject anything in your damn body. But UVC light is supposed to kill viruses. Now, whether it kills this cerveza bug is totally different. But I don't know. But I do know that UVC will kill 99% of viruses. We covered that a while back. But being outside in the sunlight, allowing the UVC to penetrate, your body, will also help with that too. So the more you are outside, the more likelihood that it's going to help you, because it will penetrate the body, obviously, because UVC, UVB, UVA. But some of those lights also cause cancer. So Walter says,
Go ahead.
yep, go ahead. You were saying,
No,
go ahead.
I was reading the other one. Meat will taste terrible past 300 pounds for pigs. Really? I didn't know that. Interesting.
So
Liberty
I don't know.
not licensed. We're already hearing calls for U.S. to China debt cancellation. Can you imagine the war that's going to start? If another wave hits and death escalate, it wouldn't surprise me if nationalized U.S. businesses and property owned by Chinese is also. Yeah, I don't know, bro.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. They're wanting to cancel our debt with China because of reparations due to this Wuhan virus.
Yeah.
We want our reparations.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, no, we're going to go to war with him, and it's probably going to be a nuclear war. So build your bunkers now. There's my conspiracy theory for the day. Build your fallout shelter now, because if we go to war with China, we're going to get nuked. And I don't see how this can go anywhere but there. But hey, who am I? I'm just some, there's too much jostling of see whose dick's bigger. They're encroaching our waterways. They send us a fucking virus and all of our Christmas gifts.
Yeah, they take all of our intellectual property.
Yeah. Supposedly yesterday they tested some nuclear missiles again, and they're not supposed to be. Did some nuclear testing. Has Kim Jong-un died? I need to know this because I heard that yesterday. I do not know, and I could not find it anywhere. Of course, I really didn't look that hard, but it was told to me that Kim Jong-un had died from North Korea. So the little fat man may have died.
Doesn't matter. Another little fucker will take his place.
Yeah. Liberty China does not hold much of our treasures. Don't confuse private trade department with the National Treasury notes.
Yeah, he did. He died.
Real girl says he died.
Did he really?
Yeah. Reported on the New York Post, the Telegraph, all kinds of Al Jazeera. Yeah. Yeah, he did as of 2 days ago.
2 days ago. I just heard it. Yes. He died yesterday.
Did he get taken out or?
Supposedly he had heart surgery. I don't know. I was worried about the viruses getting my hair, so I was worried about viruses getting in my hair, so I shampooed it or shaved it. I don't know. It says shammed. Did you sham Walter? I've been busy designing my own zombie box for my Jenny. Yeah, are you going to insulate it, Stan? So it's really, really quiet. I agree with that assessment. Jarhead, talking about my complications with surgery. Okay. So he did die from complications of surgery. So the supreme leader who doesn't even poop has died from somebody, like the surgeon's dead. Like they probably strung him up in the courthouse lawn square and filleted him open. Oh God!
See, that's what I want, right? I want doctors who know that if they fuck it up, they're dead. I need to be a dictator.
Eastwind Farm says, all I know is Dennis Rodman left the country yesterday.
Wow. Is he gonna go to the funeral, I guess?
Well, I'm surprised he didn't stay there and take over.
No, Kim Jong-un's sister is gonna take over, which has everybody in a tizzy.
Oh, woman.
Woman in charge, but she's the only one who's the rightful heir to the dynasty right now because he doesn't have any kids. So.
Yeah, he was pretty young.
I think I have a patented muffler design, says Stan. Walter Davis said he gave up on that one. By using internals of the wall as a muffler. Ah, cool.
It's beyond my pay grade.
I don't have a generator. We had one, and it was just a pain in the ass because it sat in the garage, and it would only come on when the electricity went off, and then you had to come out here and turn the transfer switch by hand. Blah 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 blah. So yeah, it was stupid. Then I just got tired of it. So yeah, it got wheeled outside and sold. When I build, I'll make a video. Awesome, thank you, sir.
I don't know, man. You might want to make that private or whatever and only share it with certain people if you're actually having a patented design.
I think that was an air quote, patented design.
Okay, all right. He's
making up. Got to head to Walmart to go get some batteries and kitty litter. All right, East Wind, have a good time. Be safe, brother. At least his sister is hot, psychotic little bitch. All right, hot little Asian. Well,
the problem with her probably will be that she's gonna have to prove that she's just as evil as everybody else.
Just drop the hammer, son. First day in, somebody comes up and says, "Bam!" Right there, just smoke. Check that motherfucker.
First time she's bleeding.
Yeah, I got my finger on the button, Trump. I got my finger on the button, motherfucker. What'd you say? Send me some chocolate. I'm gonna kill everybody.
All right. I need all the Tampax you got.
send me. I only want dark chocolate with caramel and sea salt, motherfucker. Don't send me none of that other cheap shit. No. Oh, for sure. That's cool. I mean, now I need to go check this chick out. We may have to go to North Korea. Me and Poison Stinger have to ride up. Be like, "What up, girl? You need some hitman?"
Yep.
Hey, let's call.
Give me the medical treatment, the same as you, bro.
Well, no, you don't. You don't want a medical treatment from their people. They done killed the supreme leader, bro. They didn't kill the supreme leader. You need to go to Switzerland or something.
Yeah, I get that, but as you said, the doctor's probably dead now too. So, if you fuck up, it gives you an incentive not to fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I like that.
I'm liking it too.
I swear to God, I feel like going to my doctor and like, okay, I give you this amount of time to live, bitch.
Yeah.
No offense.
I should kill you. I kill you. Liberty Not Lie says 2 trillion current estimated of Chinese held U.S. national debt. Is a decent start of repaying the stimulus program costs. Yeah, they'll never repay that.
You know what's funny is $2 trillion is a lot of fucking money, but in this grand scheme of things, it's not much.
Well, no, not whenever you consider they're in the upper echelon of reality. People can't even grasp that kind of money. Everybody just wants to be a millionaire, but then when you're a millionaire, you're really not shit.
If you made $1 a second, it would take you 36,000 years to make $1 trillion.
Laugh out. Yeah, that was a movie. It was Seth Rogen, and they went to North Korea, and there was a movie about what we were talking about.
Oh, I remember that. We went to see that movie, the screening of that movie, where it was all about Kim Jong-un and the basketball players, right?
Yeah.
It was the dad from Fresh Off the Boat. What was that movie's name? The Interview?
Interview, yeah. Yeah, except, we're going there for hot Asians. We're not going there for Kim Jong. I wonder if is his sister's name Kim too, or is her name Butch?
Kim is their last name. That's why everybody's named Kim.
Kim Jong Un. Why they say it backwards? So his first name was Dum Kim.
Yeah.
If you say it Americanized, okay.
Yeah, that's why all their last names the same. Kim.
Remember when the old Kim died? The entire country had to stand outside and cry, and if they didn't, they got shot. It lasted 2 weeks.
The problem is nobody likes this guy, so they're having to bring in the military to keep everybody under control from revolt right now.
Nobody liked the last one either.
How old
They're
are
a lot more woke in North Korea.
No, that's because they're finally getting through to them, I guess.
Ashton Kutcher? Stan says.
Was he in that movie? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember if he was, but I remember Seth Rogen was.
I know that was a big deal, and it was like they were trying to shut that shit down, and there were protests about that movie and shit. And so I was like, oh, I gotta go watch this first opening day, you know.
I'm no expert. Yeah, it's hard to tell. There's so much jibber jabber. Like you could spend a week trying to figure out what they owe us and what we owe them, and the big giant circle jerk they got all going on. First names are first in Asia. Fist names are first in Asia. Last are for.
Is it all of Asia that's like that?
Last names, is that what you meant? Yeah, last are first. Okay.
Last name is first, yeah.
Oh, well, don't say your last name, Stinger, or your first name, or mine, or Riddle Girls.
And
Don't
I
even...
will make you.
Think Kim knew he was in bad health and had his brother killed off. Probably, he didn't want any competition. But Stan is saying the sister is hot, so we gotta check her out. See what the world's working with. She may be the new dictator. Oh, it sounds like she's going to be anyways. The billionaires have pushed out the millionaires around me. Gentrification on another level.
That's a whole other level of gentrification.
Yeah. For sure. But I think he's in South Florida. I'm not sure exactly where, but
Kim Jong-un?
No, Liberty not licensed. So I think Allstate is currently the biggest holder of treasuries. Says Walter. Stan, that wasn't me. I haven't seen the sister yet. Oh no, it was Walter Davis. I'm sorry. Did I say Stan? Sorry, 1,000 pardons, Stan.
Won't be the first time Irish messed that up.
Yeah, right. Don't kill wife. Don't kill Stan. He was not looking at hot Asians. So got to get back to work. See you guys. All right. Have a great day, Walter. Be safe, brother. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for all the great intel and the hot Asian stories.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the article I posted up a while back is about the global food shortages that need to be planted in your garden right now. So check out that article. Stock up on meat now, as we were talking about earlier. Start planting your garden. And get all that stuff. Probably preach it to the choir, to the people that are in the chat, but I would like to tell everybody that so that if you watch this later, you know what to do. 5 natural immunity boosters that you can do. I guess we have some that I use rolling across the bottom of the screen, but we are not FDA approved. So, but here's an article about it. Of course, they had to make a meme out of Donald J. Trump, President of the United States, by saying inject disinfectants in your body and test UV light inside patients. I don't think they meant inside, like swallowing it, but you can swallow a camera now. So I guess.
Trump, you saw the video. Trump was actually saying, "Can we inject that shit?"
Well, yeah. I mean, shit. If there's some kind of something that'll kill it. I mean, but I don't know how far. But anyways, like, remember when who was it? Was it Yankee 4 that swallowed the camera? And yeah, I think it was Yankee 4 or whatever the hell his name is now, Bobby. But his root was Bobby. But anyways, like Yankee 4 had to swallow a camera and it was lit, I guess, and it went through his
flash as well tonight.
Yeah, so it went through his entire digestive system, and then he had to take it back and give it to the doctor.
Why was I thinking that was Wasser 10?
Well, I think Wasser had it done too, but his was for something else because I think he had esophageal carcinoma or something. I don't know. My sprouts, they did come up are doing well. Have at least 4 tomato plants this year. Replanted other seeds. They should pop up in the next few days if they are any good. If you keep them refrigerated or frozen, that's the best way, Stan. All right. I mean, I got to keep looking over here to make sure I'm saying the right names because Stan's going to get his ass beat because if his wife watches this, she's going to say, oh, Stan. She's going to hear me say, Stan said to go check out the hot Asians, which was not Stan. I would like to say again, it was Walter Davis.
Well,
Sorry.
I'm sure there's something you can find on Pornhub with Kim Jong-un on it.
Yeah, I don't want to see anything with Kim Jong-un. God rest his little fat. What do you call what Trump calling fat man? Fat baby?
Yeah,
Something? I don't remember.
Man.
Rocket man.
Rocket Man.
I thought he said little fat rocket man baby. I don't remember.
He's used a few.
No,
Getting
Trump
worried
is
about.
baby for the Dems. They made that balloon with him.
Yeah. Remind me. Yep, she looks like him. I don't know. Maybe Walter was high whenever he thought she was hot, but hey. All right. I'm thinking whenever you say hot Asian, I'm thinking of that chick was in Kill Bill, the Asian that was in there. I forget her name. Lucy Liu. Yeah, that Lucy Liu. There we go. Yeah. I'm thinking that hot. You know.
Americanized.
So, but yeah. Anyways, what's going on? Let's check out. Censored.news is a great place if you want to go find any conspiracy speech. Nazi Jack Dorsey to block 5G conspiracy theories from Twitter as harmful activity. So now you can't even talk about stuff on the social media platforms.
Well, you couldn't anyway. We already
that
knew
has
that.
to any conspiracy theory. The human scum. Trump bitch slaps the deep state Spygate cabal while hinting Stone, Manafort, and somebody else are going to go to prison. Trump blasts media, Obama for being duped by China, and another epic repudiation of fake news. Trump blasts media. Make your own kebab pepper spice mix to boost your immunity, treating wounds and infections, the healing properties of honey, which we all know. If you don't, now you do. But you take honey with the elderberry syrup that we've talked about many occasions before. And yeah, that helps boost your immunity. It will not make you impervious. If you say water, if you mist water, it will drop the heat. Do you have a mist? Yes, yeah. If you have a mist, it will definitely cool it down 30 degrees. They put a sunshade over top of it. And then Rotogirl planted her lettuces in the tubes that she used to prop up the sunshade.
You got a picture, right?
Yeah.
Sure that.
But I assume that you do that every year, right? Correct? You put the sunshade over to help?
Us?
Yeah.
First year, bro.
Oh, okay. So that's a new...
We set up our garden when we moved in,
but
we didn't do anything with it for quite a while.
Okay.
So there it is. So the PVC pipes, which are these white poles, right? Those have holes in them. Oop, notification. Anyway, they got holes in them and soil throughout, and they're growing lettuce. And then the black tarp on the top is the sunshade.
Yeah, it's not a tarp. It's actually just got like fibers or whatever to reduce it
This-
down to 40% of the
It's
sun.
almost like a camo netting.
It's a sunshade. It's like a sun one of those sails. What are they called? Sunshade sails. They make them to put so it cuts down the direct
yeah, it
sunlight
just
to
cuts
you.
down the direct
Yeah.
sun, but it doesn't cut it out completely.
Speaking of North Korea, everyone should read Natan Sharansky's The Case of Democracy. Not heard of that. Is that a Amazon purchasable book or specific place?
Was that about the people sending propaganda into North Korea via balloons and Hollywood media? Because that's how we're going to turn them against their supreme leader. Show them Hollywood stuff. They're going to come out talking about clips and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
thinking Glocks have a click on them.
We're screwed together, a wooden frame and attached chicken wire around it. Can pick up and move the fence with my son if you need to. Is that for your sunshade or your just to protect the garden? If you really have, like, if you're going to be alone or not have somebody help you move it, I suggest putting lawnmower tires on it, because like off the back end of a tractor, like a lawn tractor, because people throw those things away. Once they're done with them, like usually you can find the lawn tractor wheels, but if you put those on your tractor, your chicken tractor, you guys must read it. It's everywhere. For the garden, it's only 10 by 10. Is it a sunshade or just protection? Sorry.
This garden's only 10 by 10, 10 foot by 10 foot. I think mine's not much bigger than that. What is it? Like 17 by 9, I think. Something close to that.
Yeah, I forget. Riddle Girl measured it, but I don't remember what it is.
I measured it, damn it. I've done a lot of the work in that garden. Anything
I'm
that's
just
involved
saying, whenever
standing up.
I seen it, she had measured it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make me. Don't.
I measured it.
I'm
for
gonna
you.
call the
When I-
proctologist and schedule you another friggin' exam, bro.
Yeah.
All the way
Dude,
up to the elbow, baby. This
I
time,
still can breathe out of that damn thing.
hey, this time I'll tell them to go
Want
so
to see
far
me
up.
blow a smoke ring?
I'll tell them to go so far up they chip your back teeth through your rectum, bro. Through your rectum. Oh shit.
Irish is going Canadian. He's got his plaid on today. Yeah, I didn't have any plaid to match.
Lumberjacking. Just an overshirt. Don't want to get skin cancer.
What was it, red, green, or who?
My other one
Red, green.
is green, blue, and I don't know, the one I wore a couple days.
Who's that Canadian that we watched with the duct tape? Is that red, green?
Yeah, I think so.
Red something. Oh.
I'm a lumberjacker, baby. Wow, 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 wow. You ever heard that?
Oh
sings
yeah,
that.
with the chainsaws in the
Yeah,
background.
yep. That's me. I'm a lumberjack.
Stan, who am I thinking of? He's a dude that has a show in Canada, and he's always wearing plaid. It's something red or something green, and he talks a lot about duct tape. And it's considered comedy. The Red Green Show or some shit like that. Yeah, red, green. Okay. Need colors. No, I remember that because when we were in Wisconsin, people play it all the time.
What's it called? He's even starting fights. A hockey game might even break out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I hate. I can ice skate, right? I can ice skate, but if you give me, there's a certain skate, and I don't remember which ones it was, but I went to some fancy place one time, and they had a fucking toe pick on them. Well, regular ice skates that you use for hockey don't have a toe pick on them. And oh Lord, did I have a great Superman episode? I wish I had had a camera to film that. But yeah, I'm
I
all
went
just,
ice skating
I'm
once.
beating hell to come down. I'm like, boom, hit the toe pick. Yeah, damn near chipped my teeth. Hit the friggin' ice so hard. I'm the only member. I'm a member of a possum lodge since the early 90s. Not
That's the
19.
red green thing, I think. Yeah, because he's talking about the first season of the show is filmed outside of a park or in a park outside of a city. That's cool. It's a very, very popular show up there, bro. It's like everybody knows red green. Yeah, I went to a fight and a hockey game broke out. I put on ice skates and dabbled a little. Definitely not a fan of slippy things. I mean, I thought roller skates were bad, but at least roller skates you have 4 wheels, and of course ice skates. That's an ankle breaker if I've ever seen one.
But you didn't break your ankle on ice skates. You broke it on grass.
In flip flops. Flip flops, bro. Flip flops. I'm telling you, gotta get rid of the flip flops, bro. They're dangerous. Now, Riddle Girl's getting her ass chewed out. You had to go from the camera to fly the bird over there.
Yeah.
He didn't want to.
Can't even talk about breaking an ankle without some other people's traumatic events of my broken ankle.
Well, it was only your broken ankle on flip flops, bro.
Mhm.
Nobody else broke an ankle.
No, but it didn't affect me as much as it did them, apparently.
Well, yeah,
It's traumatizing.
yeah. Because she loves you, and she
Mhm.
hated to see you in pain.
And I had to take care of you for months afterwards.
Oh, sucky. Oh, right. No. You need to. You got to buy her
Well, I
some
can't.
flowers
It
now.
won't bathe itself.
You got to buy her some flowers now every week for a year, and leave
That was
little
over. That was
little
a
cute
long time ago.
notes on her pillow, along with some chocolate
November
mints.
4th, 2017.
Yeah.
HVS in the house. Stan says, now if you have strong ankles, I rollerbladed a lot, so I rolled my ankles a lot. Had a lot of torn ligaments. So I don't want to say I've never broken ankle, but I haven't. But I've had a lot of torn injuries that hurt and suck shit from there, though. We grow up on skates around here. Well, I don't say necessarily if we grew up on them. We did roller skate, but we did also play street hockey with rollerblades, and then sometimes we would do actual hockey on ice. But
Yeah, I always wanted to get into the rollerblade hockey. That was more my style, but I was not good at skates.
I can skate better on rollerblades or ice hockey skates than I can on regular 4-wheeled roller skates.
Mm.
Yep, playing backyard and pond hockey. Yep, it has not been cold enough here to play pond hockey. I want to, but the wife will not allow me to put the children on the pond and play ice hockey because it's not thick enough. Not for 4 or 5 people to get on, anyways. We didn't have a lot of hard freezes, so we did a couple years ago. It was pretty fun. It actually
I haven't
froze
been
the
on
pond.
rollerblades in years. That was a little scary for me. Especially when I hit that hill and then going down too fast and ran into the tree.
You know that Halloween decoration of the witch that they put on the telephone pole? It's going like this with the legs forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they modeled that after my wife.
After who?
After my wife.
After Riddle Girl?
Rollerblades.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I went ice skating with the wife, and the damn toe pick totally. I don't know if it was just I didn't have a toe pick on my ice hockey skates, so I was and I didn't even think that because I usually just drag my ice skate behind me, or but this thing had like a pronounced toe pick, and like it was like an anchor for a friggin' yeah, steer, damn it, steer, yeah, or bail.
If you bail on the snow and starfish, you stop quicker.
Yeah, the chocolate starfish. Yeah, the chocolate starfish. Yeah, for sure.
Not that kind of starfish. I mean, you'll probably be doing that anyway, but I don't think it's going to help aid in stopping.
Oh, he's not talking about falling on your arse. He's talking about if you bail in the snow and do a snow angel, you'll stop a lot quicker. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I hit I landed face first when that friggin' thing grabbed. That and rollerblades, the brake was always in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? You lift up or you drag the skate sideways. Yeah, it was a fun experience, and the wife will never ever shut up about it. You want to go ice skating? Nope. Not unless I got some hockey skates, because I am not messing around with some ice figure skating shit that they have. Don't pull a Sonny Bono. Irish can't stop on ice. Yeah, it's a whole new series. Whole new series, yeah. That's why I love the pond. We have a pond on property. It's multifaceted. You can use it to fish. You can use it to boat, swim in the winter if it freezes. Then you can play ice hockey on it, ice skate on it. There's a lot of good things to have in a pond. Not to mention you have a source of water.
Right.
Even though it has to be filtered. But the biggest problem I have with the pond.
Have a link to the video of that chick from New York who was explaining that all the coronavirus deaths are not really, that they're marking them as a coronavirus, even if they die of something else. If they have coronavirus when they die, they're being marked as coronavirus deaths. I need that link.
Okay. It was in one of the chat.
People on Facebook.
It was, oh Lord, she's on the Book of Face. Kuckelberg. I call him Kuckelberg.
I'm about to get myself put in Facebook jail again, probably. But
again?
She's been in it a few times.
I know, but this week or
no,
recently?
Not this week. It's been a couple weeks since I've been in Facebook jail.
Scientists can't rule out that it's sexually transmitted. Oh no! Oh no!
Well, there goes your last vesper.
All those porn
well, if it's
videos
like
where they got their masks on.
It is, yeah, yeah. It's from the daily
social distancing.
So now you must get a body condom. So here's the link to it. It's from I think a tabloid, but there you go. Oh, it's the Daily Star. Yep, I think that's a tabloid. I don't know. But there's the source link for it. Got to learn to turn and dig that weight. Yeah, no, I was just not used to the toe pick on them. I think there was some kind of fancy, because we rented them we went to an ice skating place, and they gave me some weird skates, and I was like, why the hell I know they had a toe pick on them, but I'm used to cutting and going real fast, and yeah, no, it don't work with a toe pick like that. Because my skates were slick front. Nevada brothel approved for stimulus checks. All right, good job. HVS is going to take his $1 million speedboat right up to the beachfront property in Nevada and go to the brothel. All right. They should have been saving their money. What are they doing with their money? You don't use the toe pick to stop. You turn sideways and go deep angle. Man, I don't know what it was. It was like, I think it's called a toe pick. I'm not a hockey expert because I didn't grow up playing professional hockey or watching it, but it was like almost like a saw blade on the front. Does that make any sense, Stan? Only the ice capades use toe picks. Yeah, no. My personal, and I don't know where they're at right now, but they're slick front. And this thing had like a fucking saw blade made into the front of it. So, yeah, no, didn't work out. This was many years ago too, though. But the wife wanted to go to this fancy place because they played music and they had like a ice chandelier and ice sculptures and yeah, you still don't use the saw blade part. Okay, so it is called a toe pick. All right. Well, I didn't mean to use it. I did not mean to use it. That was the problem. That was the problem. So whenever Stan comes down, he can school us on hockey. We'll play a little hockey. So I have to come down during the wintertime. So we don't have an indoor rink here. Or if we ever journey back to Canada, since I don't have to fly for that because I refuse to fly. Yeah, we may have to go to Canada and play some of the national pastime up there. All right, let's see that we've already covered that article. There's apparently a boost, a spice mix that you can use, other than what I use. Stan is going to give me hell for the. Let's see. Your angle of the skate 45 degrees or more, and you push the weight into the ice to shave it as you come up to stop. Watching an player. I don't watch a lot of sports. We learn backwoods hockey, and but like I said, I've never seen a pair of skates like that. We rented skates that time, and yeah, it really screwed me up. That is not the link I wanted to post. Hold on. This is another natural remedy. Okay, I'm really getting upset. Why does this keep doing this? Copy the boost, the mix there. All right. Now let's try it again. Let me see if it posts up correctly. Stan, do some. We don't need to watch NHL players. We have our own Canadian. We have Stan instead of Wayne Gretzky. So you shall teach us. We will be your Padawans. And you can watch me flop on the ground with some weird skate configuration. Uh-oh. Scruppies! All right, let me grab the mail real quick. Stinger, you take over. Let me get my gloves on.
I'm just trying to find Little Girl link right now.
Oh, thank you very much. You found it?
I think. So, I believe it was a High Impact Flicks video that you were requesting. I will go ahead and post it in the chat here as well, because why not? If you haven't seen High Impact Flicks or vlog or whatever channels it's going on, or yeah, this one's the High Impact Vlogs. This is, I believe, how they count CV deaths. So basically, if you have COVID, but you're on hospice, and you were going to die in 2 weeks anyway, but you have COVID, they count it as a COVID death. If you have COVID and you die in a car accident, they count that as a COVID death. These are just the ones that we absolutely know about. Pretty appalling. And I believe that they're also counting people who are just in the same hospital as somebody that might have had COVID, because they make, I think it was $12,000 for every case of COVID that they declare. If they declare you to have COVID, they get paid $12 grand. If they then put you on a ventilator, they get like $36,000. Somebody does anyway. So, and states are also getting funding. So if a governor of a state has a certain amount of deaths or COVID patients, they get a certain amount of money from the government directly paid to them to supposedly deal with this. But, you know, how much of that is actually going to deal with this and how much is going into their pockets? The world may never know.
Definitely shady shit going on. All in the guys to get extra money. Yeah, he showed the CDC used 2 different codes and the directives to count COVID, cerveza bug, as the cause, even though there was suspicion by a healthcare worker. Yeah, the doctors and nurses need to speak out about all that. There was the Minnesota, I think Minnesota came out, the governor there, and said stuff about it. So that and the coroner, I don't know where that link is. We posted it before. The link that's up there right now is a link I wanted to share with everybody for a couple days, but I forgot, and hopefully I didn't close out. It's a open source lowtech.org. It's a home tutorial on how to make a 30 kilowatt wind turbine. You can donate, but this tells you how to make the thing. So that's a good thing to check out. There's actually a YouTube video on it, but the link sends you to the page. So it tells you everything on what to get and how to use it. It's a really good article. So right now is the time to start thinking about stuff like that before the second wave of shutdowns happen, so you can create some of your own power and take back some of your own. Well, it's going to happen, and then inevitably we're going to go to war too. So if anybody out there that's watching or know of anybody that does know, I would also like to get the plans for the old steam engine that they used to power the farms and stuff back in the day, before the rural electrification project was approved by the United States government, because I would like to have the plans and blueprints for that too. So if anybody knows where I can get those at, or...
Well, I know there was an old steam engine that was pretty much used on all sorts of farms back in the day.
That's the only way we got power.
Yeah, but it was like the same one, right? And you'd use it for whatever you need it for.
Yeah.
But I didn't know you could make it yourself. I was pretty sure that it was something you had to buy, and then you put it on your farm.
Well, you can make anything. I have the plans for a wood gasifier. Engineer 775 is a good thing to look for if you want information on stuff like that. He does a lot of stuff though, so I don't know if he still has that video up. Snag all the videos you can. Instructables.com. They have a lot of cool things that you can make on there. If you're not aware of that place, that's a great place to go. If you want detailed instructions on how to make things, stock up on alternators. They're about $79 for the 2-wire one, which you would use to produce electricity. You could take them out of old vehicles, but if you get one now and it has a lifetime warranty on it or whatever, buy two, and if one goes bad, then you can swap it out, and hopefully they'll be good morning or afternoon, Guns Coast to Coast. How we doing today,
You went
sir?
to the gun store.
What?
I thought you were just really excited. I went to the gun store. I would be.
There was
How's it looking? Empty shelves.
Yeah, I've seen the videos on how to make them, but nobody provides like a PDF, because I want to be able to download the PDF, so that way I can have it in front of me, print it off and stuff. Stan. So there's
$7,000. Holy shit, bro. Sorry.
Go ahead. I'm just reading through here. All caps. Sorry. No problem. No problem. We're not. We didn't think you were yelling at us there, Guns.
Excitement maybe. I mean, you just dropped 7 G's. So.
What happened?
I hope you'd be excited about your purchases for that amount of money. Holy crap.
You're $7,000 poorer. I wish I could have that problem. See, I told you, yeah. Guns is a millionaire. Guns is a millionaire.
Yeah, man. Holy crap. Man, I thought I was fancy with like one F1 firearm build that I did a little bit here at a time.
Look at the way I would. You just spent $7,000 on a gun store and not a dress store, right?
It's a lot better.
Liberty Not Licensed says, did you get a Barrett? Did you get a Barrett?
Hopefully.
Gatling guns ain't cheap. I will be looking forward to that video. Hopefully you got a good Gatling gun there. And a few other items. Laugh out loud. Why does it keep doing that, jumping on me? Asset rich, cash poor, right? Stan, that's a great point. Roto Girl, I laughed hard at this. What's the YouTube?
Nancy Pelosi with the Joker face. It's hilarious.
Nancy Pelosi with a Joker face.
Have to watch that. Video is coming soon. All right, I'll be sure to watch that and give it a thumbs up. And then
I don't know. I think that's a fake. Holy crap, that's a good fake.
Oh, it's just making me laugh. So.
The wife gets distracted easily.
Sorry.
Right.
He says the video is coming, though. That's good. I'm looking forward to that. I still need to make videos. Man, I keep putting that shit off. Someday.
Making a video on what?
A few things that I've already kind of made videos on already. It's just I have to add a little. And then edit and upload. Stan says I will have to wait till next month to get the materials to work on that self-designated zombie box. Ooh. I think the design might be patentable. You better be careful, man. There's a lot of thieves out here on YouTube. You put something out on YouTube that might make somebody money, oh, you can consider that gone.
Right.
I mean, I'd love to see it and all, but at the same time, if you're thinking it might be something you can make money on, get it patented first, and then make a video on the sharks or something. You know, go on. What was that Shark? Oh, you remember Shark Tank? Go on Shark Tank. Or something like that.
I will go ahead and let you know it is phenomenally expensive to patent something. There's a couple good books on it on how to patent it yourself, or get a it's not a temporary patent, but you can get a patent pending, and then you can go to market and sell it to corporations. and I'll find out the books and let you know tomorrow or something. Stan, I'll text it to you. But it's a really good book on how to get a temporary patent on it, and then be able to market it to companies if you wish to sell it to companies and have them pay for the patent instead of you having to pay for the patent. I was never meant to be rich, Stinger. I came to the conclusion a long time ago, well, wealthy, I am rich in the fact that I have relatively good family. Yeah, that's the same way I am. Money's not everything. It does make the world go round, but
I don't have good family or good money.
my nuclear family.
I have a good woman though, so.
Yeah, my nuclear family is awesome. Some of the other ones are sketchy, but if I was, my porn site I wanted to start in the '90s would have made a millionaire, billionaire. Yeah, you'd have been a billionaire. Yeah, everybody wanted to open a porn site.
Yeah.
You missed out on that opportunity. Unless you start a non-binary porn site right now, then you might be into something there.
It's just rubbing like no. There's nothing there.
Yeah, it's like digitally edited out, CGI, green screen, bear on bear, no genitalia whatsoever.
You can call the site "No Genitalia Required."
I was on the net before it was cool. Yeah, we all were. Back when, I dial up, yeah. Ding 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 ding.
I remember my first porn experience on a computer online, man. It took like 30 minutes to download one photo. It's coming down slowly, pixelated all the hell. Getting close to the titties. All right.
And then somebody picks up the phone or calls and it stops it. No. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Right. There's all kinds of crazy stuff out there. Kids and everybody these days have it great. I mean, everything is in the palm of your hand. You can find out many people are now realizing how wealthy we are just by being healthy, right? Yeah, and that's, I've explained that to people too. I have a lot of health problems, and I'm just happy to wake up every day. Like I said, though, money does make the world go round, and it does make life a little easier. But just like beauty is in the eye of the beholder, life is too. So that's my perspective on it. Life sucks sometimes. Everything hurts, but I still go out and do everything as possible and push it to the limits because tomorrow's not guaranteed. So yeah, without getting too far in depth on that, you just have to buck up and go on with it. Some people it's harder to do than others, but once you get that mindset, you'll definitely feel a lot better about everything, even though there may be looming consequences or looming problems with your health. Just gotta be focused and stay positive, and remember that tomorrow's not guaranteed to you. I mean, hell, you could walk outside and get hit by a tree branch, and anything could happen. So day by day, plan for the future. That's why we prep, but also know that God can take you anytime he wants to. So anyways, enough on the theological side there. In depth. People have focused on money and forget what really matters. Yeah. Like a lot of people, my wife does the Book of Face, and everybody's bitching about their kids being home and they're having to do this and do that. And this is the time where you should be spending time with your kids and teaching them stuff. A lot of
God
people.
forbid you actually spend time with your kids. Imagine that.
Well, a lot of people send their kids to school to learn all the things that they should be teaching them at home. Like in middle school now here, they teach you how to do laundry. They don't call it home ec anymore, but they teach you how to cook on a stove and stuff like that. That stuff your parents or your guardian should be teaching you. He owns all the cattle on all the hills. He loves us as his children and delights in giving us good gifts. Don't worry, trust. And that is Jesus reference. Yeah, I mean, don't want to get too biblical, but that's the way I look at it. I'm thankful to be alive every day. So, growing things is really rewarding, to me, anyways. I like to see stuff grow up, my plants and all that stuff. My wife says that all the time. She's like, "That's so weird." She just likes me, because she can cook with fresh stuff, but and it saves us money. But I don't know. It's just something that I like to do. It's very calming. It's a pain in the ass sometimes because you got to do some weeding, but there's a lot of things you can do to mitigate that, like the food forest. And I've done videos on the food forest, not in-depth videos, but I'm going to start doing more in-depth videos because a buddy of mine told me that I need to do in-depth videos other than the short clips that I show, and that I'll receive more followers. But to me, I've been doing this for a really long time, so what I think is common sense is not necessarily common sense. So there's a lot of people that want to learn. And I can tell you how I done it, but it's easier to show somebody, right? Poison stinger, it's easier to show somebody. So
sometimes it depends on the person, right? So for me, I'm a much more visual person.
Mhm.
I want to see it done, whether it's in person or video.
You want precise measurements. Don't tell them a splash of this, dash of that, or about this much. No, he wants a precise measurement.
Yeah, when we watch recipe videos, people talking about their recipe of food, piss me off, man. Can't you fucking measure anything without using your hands? It's first of all unsanitary.
So if you get a thumbs down in your video, it's because Poison Stinger did not get a downloadable PDF of the 100% directions. So yeah.
So I'm visual, right? But other people, they can read it in an article and understand exactly how to do it and just do it from there. I know you're kind of like that. You read a lot. For me, I can read, a few paragraphs before it just doesn't make any sense anymore. It just becomes me reading the word, and none of it retains. It's kind of like if I can read just fine, right? And if somebody else is listening, I'm reading to somebody, they'll comprehend it fine, but I will have no idea what I just read because I was trying to pronunciate words and make sure I'm saying the right words as I'm reading it more than I am comprehending any of it. So yeah, so for me, visual.
Now I'm a big proponent of visual. I like watching stuff, and because I can pretty much take anything and take it apart and figure out how it works. And yeah, he's Liberty Not Licensed says every moment, each breath is a real blessing and a gift. We just don't realize it, nor show any appreciation. And yeah, morning saints and sappers. Sounds like Stinger could be a Marine. Uh-oh. Jarhead in training.
Now,
send him a box of crayons.
I wanted to talk a little bit about that too. It's like I like the Marines. I think the Marines are cool. Like I would totally rep the Marines, but at the same time, the last thing I want is like, oh, you were in the Marines? First, no, because I don't even want to, the whole stolen valor thing. I don't even want to play. Right?
Hey, you can wear stuff to support the military. Like I'm going to admit
I don't support the military, I support those who wanted to go into it for the right reasons.
Right. Well, like I have a Navy flag that I fly as well because my brother-in-law was in the Navy. So he retired out of the Navy as well. So like, my neighbor, he wears, Air Force, Army, Navy stuff in support of the his buddies they're in or were in. And that's fine. That's all good and that's all fine and dandy. Like every day, every Friday, which is today Friday, is red.
Yep.
Means you wear red. Remember everybody that's deployed. There's ways to do it, but if you pin a medal upon your chest that you did not earn, you deserve to have said medal cut out of your chest, in my opinion. And that's stolen valor. Claiming that you are something that you're not. However, showing support for your buddies that are in the Marines or whatever is not. There's a difference, and I mean that's like getting a sniper badge, and you were not a scout sniper.
I guess for me it would be tempting, right? It'd be tempting for me. I'm not saying I would do it, but I know that the temptation might be there. Like 9 times out of 10, they'd be like, "Oh, you were in the Marines." I'd be like, "No. I have friends in the Marines and stuff." But the one time, maybe I might, and this is just in my head, I might. Oh yeah, man, I totally served.
See, the only problem with that is they're going to check you. What
yeah,
platoon,
I know, right?
What buds were you in, or what
184 airborne.
Yeah, no, see. No. And a lot of that stuff, like they'll ask you questions. What's a Marine Corps birthday? Stuff like that. What platoon were you?
I gotta get educated here, then Irish.
You have to do a lot of reading. I still have my. No, you don't have to take off your patches. Come on now. So much stolen valor out there, much like mental illness, drug addiction, and illiteracy. The prevalence is far more than And to be honest, people will do it just to get free drinks and food. That's a big component of it. Take off all your patches, Saints. Yeah. Well, I tell everybody that I earned my Marine Corps title in Call of Duty. I'm a Marine in Call of Duty.
See,
so
when I was a teenager, and this was back in the 90s, I wanted to be a biker. And so, like a lot back then, you had to get a bandana, put it on. And so I had a couple. I had a Harley Davidson one, and I had a Marine Corps one. And the Marine Corps one, I felt bad about wearing because I didn't want to rep or pretend that I was a Marine when I wasn't. So I actually found that and sent it to Irish.
Yes, and I have it hanging up, and I just got my headphones stuck in the thing. I was going to grab it, but yes, he did. He did send it to me, and coincidentally, I had the same bandana before I went in on my wall, and I have a picture of it. Riddle Girl's doing a web search over there. Don't be web searching. You don't know. Don't be Googling this stuff. Without Googling it, bring your ass over in front of the camera, Riddle Girl, and tell me where we were born at.
I don't know where you were born at. I just know it was November 10th because my Aunt Joan, who's a Marine, was born on November 12th, and that was very important to her that November 10th was the Marine's birthday.
So it was Tuntown Tavern in Pennsylvania is where the Marine Corps was born. So anyways, we'll leave the history lesson alone. I was just a part-time soldier, joined the reserves in high school. Says Stan. I had a combat veteran ask me what a DD-214 was. Yeah, if you don't know what that is, you were probably never in. You were never in. Lots of armchair commandos out there. Yep, that'd be me. I'm like I said, I earned the title Marine from Call of Duty. So yeah. Now, everyone will hate on me. What's up, Delaware? How you doing today, sir?
Hey, how you doing?
I respect anyone who's passed basic training. I don't know how your basic training is, but you have to embrace the
How
suck
long is
in order
that
to.
for anyway?
3 months in the Marines.
3 months?
It used to be, yeah. And they may have changed it. They've changed a whole lot of stuff. They came out with a new MARDIM, talking about everybody's going over to ACOGs. And I'm thinking the whole thing about being a Marine is you were supposed to be able to shoot 500 yards with iron sights. And now everybody has a damn, they qualify with a ACOG. So
I don't know. I've still not come to terms with the ACOG's worth the money.
well, I mean, the military uses it for CQB, and they put a lot of money into urban combat because of what's going on. The wars are changing. Somebody open another box of crayons. Rooms. Oh, saints. Have you seen why Marines eat crayons? They're not the ones that come in a Crayola box. That whole thing came from the inception of the crayon costume, and Marines like to eat crayons. Well, those crayons costumes are usually have dependents wrapped in them. So yeah, that's why we like to eat crayons. Go look, do a search for, do you know what a dependent, they call them dependas, but a dependent is a, well, whatever, it depends on if you're male or female, but male usually have female dependents or dependas, and the girls at the strip club would wear Crayola outfits as like beach towels or whatever before they came out. So the whole inception of eating crayons was because Marines like to eat crayons. Well, the crayons were females. So there you go. There's your history lesson on why Marines like to eat crayons. Do a search for Crayola costumes, and you'll figure out why real quick. I like red. Hello, Prepper Jesus.
What's up, Prepper Jesus?
Prepper Jesus in the house.
No, just somebody saying hello to Prepper Jesus.
Oh, okay,
Prepper
yeah.
Jesus has not arrived yet, so somebody's seeing them.
Yeah.
Holy Lord,
Yes, somebody is getting telekinesis from Prepper Jesus, telling them that they're here. Marines wanted to go to Paris Island for 3 months to join JAG. No, thanks, guys. Laugh out loud. Fork and knife school will suffice. Yeah, no, I've been to Paris Island and I did not enjoy that. I was a Hollywood Marine. Due to my occupational specialty, my military occupational specialty. So my duty station was out there, and then our beloved president shut it down. Guns coast to coast. Jesus may have abandoned you all. No. Prepper Jesus has to stay around. Well, we're getting ready to design some merch for Prepper Jesus.
You know, so we can put out some videos, right?
Yeah. He's got to get some merch. MOS 935 stand. I don't know what that is in the Canadian military. Just a driver, sir. Oh, so you was like my brother. He went in to be. He's a Marine too. He went into the military to be a radio operator. We both went to go be radio operators. But he somehow ended up driving around generals and cake eaters all day.
Oh my God! How do you get that job, bro?
I don't know. I always told him he had a set of pretty lips, so I don't know. He was born with knee pads built in, I guess.
Pretty cush.
Yeah. He'd sit up on Antenna Hill out at oh shit, I forgot the name of it now. But anyways, he was the guy that drove around all the big wigs, and was their comm guy. So as long as it's not dashboard Jesus, I hate those. The bobblehead Jesus? No bobblehead Jesus.
The one's cool.
I gotta put $50,000 on my Jesus piece to wear around my neck. Get it crusted in diamonds and gold and platinum, and give Jesus a grill. Supply driver. but we did all the crap. But we did all different crap. Yeah, of course. My training jacket is like a dictionary. I've done everything from firefighting to hazmat training. You name it, I've probably done it, and got signed off because in our military you have to do 3 training sessions before they'll sign off on it. Delaware Patriot, it says I prefer Surf Jesus. I prefer Jesus carrying the 50 cal. Trained at some U.S. bases. Yeah, we did. Did you do CACs, Stan? Out of 29 stumps, 29 palms. Combat cook, eat out mess, you die like the rest. We called them cow catchers. We called them cow catchers. And as we'd run past the chow hall, we'd be like, cow catcher, feed me, please. In some of our cadences. Even cooks in the Marines are you have to be a rifleman. So your primary MOS is a rifleman. But like I said, I learned all this from Call of Duty, so don't quote me. I'm a highly decorated Call of Duty combat effective killing machine that likes to camp out. Yeah.
Camping's where it's at, bro. I mean, why would you want to go out where the bullets are flying? I mean, in a real life situation, yeah, I think I'd be camping like a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
No. Shoot and move. You don't ever want it. If you camp, that's when they get you. You got to keep moving. I'm up, I'm down, they see me. I'm up, they see me, I'm down. Up, down, run toward the fight, and then once they see you and start shooting at you, you drop back down. Fire. They're shooting at the other guy, you run toward them. FIBUA at Fort Custer, so Army base. Y'all grunts don't mind when I was picking your asses up from the field with hot coffee. I never got hot coffee. That must be an Army thing. Ours came in a little packet in our MREs. Fighting in build-up areas as we did breach, bang, and clear, and rappelling there. Cool. So you were in one of the combat cities. Yeah, Call of Duty has got incredibly graphic. It's almost like you're in person, except you can't respawn in real life. Motherfucker,
That's
right?
why I don't like video games, bro. It's selling you a false narrative that if I die, I just come right back.
I am not a grunt. I am what they call a pog, person other than a grunt. That's what they call us, pogs, in the Marine Corps. Anyways, it's person other than a grunt. However, I will tell you that they were super excited to see me fly in. I was not flying; I was the door gunner, but they were super excited for me to fly in and start firing off with that Ma Deuce 50 cal. So yeah, they were super excited for that to happen. Plus, we picked them up. There's no sense of hiking everywhere these days. We got planes and helicopters. Right. That was what they said when they shot the saw, so we didn't waste ammo. Is there such thing as wasting ammo? I've never heard of that. Unless you're carrying the mag.
All paid by the taxpayer, man. Shoot as much as you want.
Yeah. So Delaware, I believe, was Army. So they teach everybody different strokes for different folks and different services.
I mean, there's the right way, and then there's the Army. So.
Well, the Army always got the best shit. Believe it or not, we got hand-me-downs. Like when we went to the first time I went to the stand, we still were wearing frag vests from Vietnam in the Marine Corps. The only reason I had body armor was because I was a door gunner at the time. I was on flight crew, so I got body armor, actual Kevlar vest with sappy plates. Yeah, I can fly. Yep. Yep. We flew everywhere, but they opened the door and said, "Get out halfway there." Yeah, there's nothing like. I never parachuted. I never got a parachute in the military. I did it. I did skydiving, but we always had a fast rope everywhere. If we got out of the plane, it was because we were fast roping out of it or it was crashing. So, where were you? Were you told to use the term budget cuts? Went on full auto to get the 3-round burst. No, we were never. Oh shit! Delaware Patriot was 0311 Jarhead. I thought you were in the Army. My.
He is very adamant, and he's not.
Right. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. Sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me, there, brother. I learned, like I said, I learned all my knowledge from Call of Duty. So, thank you for your service. 03 Bang Bang says bikes and bullets. Bikes, welcome. 0351.
Hey, bikes.
What are more crayons?
I
Says
just-
Saints.
I just texted him a picture of a crayon maker. It was like, I suppose you keep one of these as your preps.
Crayon maker.
We do have a crayon maker. Yep, for sure. My daughter had a crayon maker. Yeah, sorry, shit, Delaware. I thought you was a Army dog. I'm sorry. I talked to a lot of people on here. My bad, brother. My bad. Semper Fi. So please forgive my ignorance on that. Saints. Maybe it was Saints that I was thinking was in the Army. Are you an Army dog, Saints? Or are you a jarhead as well? I know Bikes is a jarhead. HDP's a jarhead.
Are you allowed to put out that information on HDP, bro?
Yeah, HDP says it right on his about section, sir.
Okay.
He's 03 something.
Yeah, I haven't looked at his about page.
Yeah, I'm not giving away any information that is not public.
All right.
I'm not giving away his address, even though I have it taped right here. If you want me to turn the camera around and give you his address, it's to a PO box though, so I wouldn't give away any information if you want to send stuff to HDP or any of those guys. Delaware's pissed off at me now. We're gonna have to go out behind the woodshed and he's gonna have to slap the shit out of me because I assumed he was Army. I knew it was Saints and Sappers or Delaware. So 1,000 pardons, sir. He forgives me, but he won't forget.
Oh yeah, I know. He's gonna be bringing that up. It's gonna be 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Remember that one time?
Yeah. Come out and have a beer with me, man. I'll buy the first round, brother. I said good morning, Bikes. I'm glad you came out of
yeah. Good morning.
total communication darkness. There's enough Marines in here to get us all lost now.
Right.
Well, we have GPS now, Saints. Come on now.
It's getting a little crowded though.
That is something I really like. I need to work on though. My nav skills. I haven't done that in quite a while.
Yeah. How long has it been since any of you have pulled out a map, an actual physical map?
Oh, I don't have a topo map, but I do have maps of my area.
Yeah, I have the cross-country map that we had when we were driving for Schneider. That was a really good map. I mean, it had a map of every state, detailed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have maps of all the states, but I don't have a topo map. I have a topo map of my local area, which you can go buy. But I do keep all my maps put away, and I'm trying to find the damn map case. I just had it the other day. But I do keep maps so I can mark out areas of interest.
Yeah, I've never had a topical map. I've had just road maps. I never even thought about getting any kind of other map other than the road map.
Well, I had my my map pack out because I have my compasses and stuff, and my fuck. I can't think of the name of it right now. The little clear thing that has all the educational stuff on it. So your protractor. So, anyway.
Bikes and Bullets says I had to shoot an azimuth to get it here. I don't know what that is, but I'm guessing it's not anything fun.
So,
Stan says, "What's your vector, Victor?" Which is a movie reference, I believe, to Naked Gun, Airplane. I think it's
So
Airplane.
here's my map pack, waterproof map pack, and it currently has a map of my operating area, which I'm not going to show to everybody. It also has a few hiking maps. So I guess I do have a topographical map of some hiking trails, but yeah. So this is what you shove in to know your area of operation.
Nice. Delaware says that was almost as bad as when they called the Marines soldiers.
No. How I really probably just got it mixed up with because I thought because Saints and Sappers, that's where I got it mixed up at. My bad, man. My bad. Traumatic brain injury does that shit to you, man. Couple of them,
You
actually.
can't be blaming everything on that bitch.
Yeah. Well, have your skull split in half and see how you remember stuff.
I already don't remember shit.
This is almost as bad as when they call Marine soldiers, right? Sorry, brother. Yeah, you guys are all swabbies. Hell yeah, hey, you got to know how to swab the deck. Whenever your staff sergeant walks in for inspection and he falls on the floor and busts his ass because you put furniture polish and turtle wax, car wax on the floor as soon as you walk in, you don't have to do inspection anymore after that. I hate that as well. They would put us on the same plane with Saints and Sappers. Yeah, no, like that. The worst thing was and I forget what the dress uniform, the green dress uniform. People would come up to you and be like, "Oh, thanks for serving in the Army," and I'm like, "Yo, check out these collar devices, pimp. That says Marine, not I mean, once you're in your dress blues, there's no confusion there. But if you're in your greens, man, everybody thinks you're in the fucking Army. So I'm really not offended at all. Laugh out loud made me laugh. I didn't do shit in the Marines. It's not it, man. I just, like I said, the Navy copied our covers. Yeah. So like I said,
Delaware,
go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. I was going to ask Delaware, you got your sword? Because apparently Irish over here only has a copy.
Oh, I have the training.
Training. It's a copy. It like you.
No, it's
a sword, buddy.
It's real military issue. But it's just a training.
It'll be a real military issue fake sword.
It's not the Mama Luke. That's what it's called.
Dude, that's exactly why I wanted to get into the Marines. Like, I always wanted to be in the Air Force, right? That if I could have gone and served, that's probably the branch that I would have went into. But at the same time, the Air Force didn't have no fucking sword. That almost made me want to become a Marine instead. Of course, that never was going to happen, but back when I was still young and thinking there was a chance.
So I do have two swords, I guess. I lost a lot of my shit though. When they closed the base down, my favorite duty station, they closed it down, and so I lost a lot of that stuff in transit, along with my medical records. Here's my cold steel saber. It's real long and pointy.
So what makes it a practice sword versus a real one?
It's not sharp.
Okay.
And then here is my practice sword. Dun, dun, dun. It is also not sharp.
Right.
It's still in the scabbard. But it doesn't have all the fancy engraving on it and stuff.
Yeah. See, like that shot, I still remember that commercial to this day, bro. The shot of him going down the blade of the sword, and you can see all the engravings as it pans from one side of the sword to the other. and it does it on the other side, and it does it on the edge, and then it's whoosh, the few, the bra.
Sword, no tomahawk. Yeah, we had battle tomahawks. I don't have that either. You know what really did they would give the Air Force bubbas bench made knives and stuff. The only thing they gave us that was bench made was the seatbelt cutter or the strap cutter to cut like out of restraints and netting and stuff. Sword, no tomahawk. Yes. Some of the spec op guys, the Raiders, a lot of our guys that were door kickers, they would carry all kinds of cool high speed, low drag gear. So I meant I wasn't a Marine, so that helps. The only thing that I really cared about was this the K-bar. That's all I cared about.
Yeah,
that to me is more than the NCO sword. So that was the tool of choice, weapon of choice. But they did, like I said, they gave the Air Force so much cooler shit. They give you a $500 or $600 bench made Navaris, and we had to buy our own K-bars. Now they give us a bayonet, but it's just not as cool. Not as cool. I don't think they issue bayonets anymore.
Cool, though, bro.
Yeah, well, it was all for show.
Yeah, I
dress
know.
blues.
I mean, I have no grand illusions that you guys are going into battle with your dress sword.
They used to, though. That was the thing. That the reason why that they have the stiff neck and they call us leather necks is because the leather was a leather neck protector from sword slashes, so that you wouldn't get, in a sword fight, you wouldn't get your neck cut, or it'd help with that.
Right.
Irish, are you apathetic? A splenic in addition to TBI? I am. I don't know what.
Spleen?
A spleen?
Splenic. I don't know what a splenic.
You have a spleen?
Yeah, I have a spleen.
Okay. I have no idea other than that.
Sounds like you were around PJ's CC2. Marine Raider is what I used to do. Axe throwing has become a popular sport again.
It's fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely fun.
I was never military. I'm just trigger happy. Trigger control.
Same
That's the only safety you need. I
was never military either, but I do like shooting the gun.
Most of our group carried Randall knives. I was poor and had a Gerber MK. But was it issued, Saints? Because see, that's like in what was it? Was it Kandahar? Not Kandahar. Shit. One of those bases, one of the FOBs, the damn Air Force guys were walking around with bench-made Navarises that they were issued, and the Marines had, the bayonet, and then, if you bought your own K-bar, because we weren't issued K-bars. But Gerber was big way back in my day. Like I said, being in, before it was MARSOC, it was Marine Raiders, but they did not issue us any of that high-speed, low-drag gear like they did the damn Air Force. And the funny part about it is we protected, we provided the perimeter security and security for the Air Force base. So it's funny. But they had better weaponry as far as hardware. Awesome. I think I was aircraft weapons tech, then weapons development. Hell yeah. They should issue katanas. Yeah, I'd be cool with that. But it doesn't take place of the Mama Luke sword. The Mama Luke sword was given to us after a battle. Not, I say us, as in the brothers that came before us. But yeah, that's the reason why we have the Mama Luke sword. And it's all fancy. It's really fancy. They're really expensive too. You either had to have it gifted to you, because back in the day there was not a whole lot of money to be made as a young Marine. So especially if you have a family. So purchasing one was out of the question for me,
Guns
at
Coast
least.
to Coast is checking out.
All right, Guns, have a great day. Keep us informed.
Yeah. Stay safe. Go outside. Enjoy the day. Enjoy your life.
Go out and get your UVC,
Hell yeah.
to penetrate your body to cure the virus. Yeah, definitely you stay safe since you're the one transporting all the tests and stuff and doing all that stuff. So yeah, you're more susceptible, I guess, to contracting said virus. So everybody's probably bored to death with the Marine Corps history lesson.
I kind of like it myself, but I don't know. I mean, we got a lot of Marines in the house today, so.
Oh well, we could be here all day because everybody has
Right.
cool stories. Marines who
Like I
could not.
just Googled the Marines, and I'm like, holy shit! All the way back to the Revolutionary War, huh? I
Yeah,
thought we weren't supposed to have a standing army back then at that time. Yeah, we're making the Marine Corps.
1775, man.
Yeah.
We didn't get Gerber. I had a Leatherman, and that's just because my mother bought it for me for a Christmas present. I don't know about you, but we had to etch our initials and the last four of our social on their bikes. And the fucked up part about it was the Navy, man. When we went on the ship for deployment, the Navy guys had those cool ass Gerbers that you flick open, and the piece would come out. You know, the plier part would come out. Like they got all that shit issued to them, and here the Marines are having to buy all their own shit. Air Force protects soldiers in the field with intel from a U2 recon. Hey, we have our own little intel gathering stuff there, sir. Sir.
The only Gerber I have is this bolt action. You can't really read it, but
I have cool
Gerber
stories.
bolt action.
That's your dad's, right?
Yeah.
Well, yours now. It's your dad's, yeah. I have cool stories, but if I told you, well, you know the rest. Yeah, I'm not telling any stories. I'm not telling any stories. That's reserved for late night drinking with a bunch of jarheads. Even some of the stories don't come out. I remember I still have that Gerber. Do you really? I still have mine, my Leatherman, but it's in my drawer, however the hell you say it. I keep it in a drawer so I don't lose it because my mother gave it to me. Stan said we got Gerbers issued about a year after I was in. Everyone, they must have got military contracts back then. Yeah,
different. Go ahead.
Nah, man, go ahead.
It was a totally off-topic subject. Well, not totally off-topic, but I was just curious because different military branches, they have different pistol issues, don't they? Like the Marines are gonna have different service pistols than the Army.
I think that's across the board, or it used to be. They all would use the same one, unless you, I said, unless you were.
So everybody, like in 1950, everybody that was issued a pistol was issued in 1911.
I cannot confirm that in 1950, but
well, I don't.
I know.
I was just using, because that's the only time I remember what was issued as pistols go back then. I know it's not 1911s now. It hasn't been since the 80s or something. But just curious.
Updated U2 has the latest sensors that don't work. On the SR-71 because Blackbird's too fast. U2 can pick up enemy chatter in 300-mile radius. So HVS is our military historian on aircraft. I still have the Gerber folder that I got on Camp Geiger in infantry school from 2000. Nice. All right. So we probably crossed paths. They're Delaware.
Yeah, what was your service date, Irish? If that's something you can share.
I was mid 90s mid 2000s.
10 years?
I still have the girl.
About?
So, no, I only did like 5.5, but I was re-enlisted, so I don't want to get the correct dates. Damn it.
Okay. I'm Brian. Sorry, bro.
Yeah,
I'll shut up.
yeah. You want to see my DD-214? Come to my house, and I'll show it to you.
I don't know what that is,
yeah.
but it sounds dirty, so probably not.
Yeah, it's not dirty. So on Camp Geiger, I forget the gunner's name, but you'll probably remember him. He drove a Jeep Wrangler and always had a blow-up doll in it. So if you were at Camp Geiger and did NBC training, we probably crossed paths there, because Gunner was a crazy fuck, and that's where I was at around that time. So it would have been around 94. I remember. Also, you two can stay on station for hours longer. Most of the planes can stay up now because they can aerial refuel with the refueling boom. So most planes can. Even the C-130, the new C-130 J model has the refueling boom. So another C-130 can refuel it, and it can stay up there pretty much indefinitely until it has to come down for maintenance. It would have been around 94. I remember folding multi-tool knives becoming popular after that. It was just something, because you needed a set of wire cutters, and at the time, the only thing that had a set of wire cutters on it was the AK-47 bayonet, which we were not allowed to carry. Another buddy of mine was a recon sniper in NAM. Took him 5 years of knowing me to share stories. Yeah, I mean, there's some things you talk about, and there's some that you don't. Mostly the funny stuff is what we talk about, like how we'd all, or like Gunner would drive around with the damn blow-up doll, and that was mainly because he was just cool like that. But I always said he used it to get into the HUV lane, but we didn't have a HUV lane. Now they put a interbase highway in, I think, out there at Geiger and New River and Lejeune. So
I appreciate sharing any of it. It's kind of always nice to.
well, there's all kinds of dumb stuff that went on.
Right. Yeah. Obviously, everything, right?
It's like any other job.
Yeah. I don't know. I like
a
hearing
funny
it, but at the same time, I know that I don't want to pry either. So if I seem like I'm ever prying, just chalk it up to ignorance. I don't know no better.
Yeah, no, I just don't want to give away all the information and make myself super easy to find.
Yeah.
But
you should not be friends with me then, because I will give up.
I watched a guy get pulled over on a Mighty Mite on the flight line one day because he was speeding in the Mighty Mite, because if the Mighty Mites only go so fast, but then there's a speed limit on the flight line. And so the way to beat the speed limit on the Mighty Mite was to turn it off and then turn it back on, and it would speed up temporarily. Well, I don't know why, but the MPs were watching the flight line that day and clocked him going too fast on the flight line in a Mighty Mite. So interesting stuff. All that funny stuff.
Right.
I'm sure
I remember
everybody.
watching some military videos of fails, but luckily I think everybody was fine. There was one guy who got sucked into a jet intake, pooped out the other side.
Yes, Delaware, I was. That was my final duty station. That is the armpit of the Marine Corps.
Oh, really? New River?
Yeah. Yeah. It was a horrible place. hot, sweaty, nasty shithole. The only cool part was you could go on Lejeune and go fishing off the pier and catch everything from squid to shark. And when you were out there,
Is this in the bayou or some shit?
there's some places out there. It's in the ocean. It's right on the ocean. New River is like a swampy area. Two other of my friends, Marines and NAM, have passed. One, a door gunner, who busted down 3 times. Who was busted down 3 times in theater. Those are the best stories. Yeah. Yep, for sure. If you didn't have at least one NJP, you weren't really a good Marine, was what I was always told. Look at Chesty Puller. U-2 pilots are a rare breed. They have to breathe 100% pure oxygen for an hour before takeoff to flush out all the nitrogen to prevent problems at 70,000 feet.
Thought those things were drones by now, but that's not.
Oh, no, there's still manned aircraft up there. Once they get to the full AI type thing, we're screwed because the AI takes out human error, but it also takes out the opinion of the pilot, whether or not you want to incinerate a target or not, because there's other people around and stuff. So it takes the morality out of things. So
Skynet.
How freaky would that be? Terminator.
How far off in that are we, though? I mean,
a long way. They can't get the battery tech. Once they get the battery technology down, I think that'll happen.
I mean, now you got these Tesla cars that are doing better than
right, but a Tesla
battery powered shit before.
A Tesla car, you basically have to have a transformer. You'd have to have some superior technology, because now everything has to be tethered.
Right.
They do have a few things, like the Marines are testing out, like a ammo carrying dog looking thing, but as far as
my wife does not like that.
gotta watch Vet TV. They have a skit about a drone warrior. Yeah, the Space Force. I got stuck on Geiger for a while in a medical platoon in Camp Guard. We used to go to the video store on New River and rent movies to take into our little guard shed.
What kind of movies?
So there was just like there was a lot of that there too. I didn't know the med platoon was over there. Vet TV is funny. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Robot wars in the future. And most likely tactical nukes. Yeah, that's the way of the future. Because it has minimal fallout, but it does the job that you want to get it done. It's essentially a dirty bomb. That's what they're going to go to, the terrorists or whoever, because it makes it leaves the infrastructure, but nobody can live there. It's like a fuck you. It's like the big fuck you. Like, haha, you can look at it, but you can't go there. So it's definitely the big fuck you. The movie store. I can't remember the damn movie store's name. Was it where the PX was with the where the I think the PX. I think it was by the PX and the Wendy's. It was all in one building. Not 100% certain. I worked at ASAT on F-15s in the 80s and drone development in the early 90s. Must be awesome tech today. Yeah, it's phenomenal. Like even the crap that I worked on back in the day or seen, it was phenomenal. Like the IR units on the side of the C-130s and stuff, man, they're just crazy. That's another funny story I can share. So when I was out at Miramar or El Toro, before they closed down Miramar or El Toro to go to Miramar, we would carry around the radioactive isotopes on our keychains that they'd put on the fuel booms, so that when the pilots come up behind the C-130 to do aerial refueling, they could see it at nighttime, right? Because the radioactive isotopes glowed in the dark. Well, they came in with a Geiger counter one time, and everybody in the squadron in my area, anyways, had all these on their keychains, and we all lit up. We had a desk drawer full of them. So, yeah, we got in a little bit of trouble over that because we weren't supposed to be carrying them on our keychains. Cool as shit, though. Like, they never went out. Like, it was like the ultimate tritium night sight. Let's see. Black's Bullet says, I'm curious about the Space Force. Have not heard of a mission statement. Now, when they go to boot camp or even know what the fuck their uniform looks like. Anyone know? I'm assuming, it's going to be a cool red outfit. Who was it? I think
ride with the Russians to go anywhere.
AR 500 came out with a Space Force body armor plate carrier. So I don't know if it protects you from lasers and lightsabers, but could very well do so. It's a limited edition, so I'm sure they're sold out of them. Stan, I don't blame them with that garbage 35 one frame thing. USF has 15s for a reason. Yeah, like they've been able to take my 3-mile photographs and read newspapers from outer space for a long time. So, idiots are shooting again. Remember the stories about Geiger, Tiger? Oh, fun times. I do not remember Geiger, Tiger stuff. You'll have to fill me in on that one night. We'll have to have a chat, or I'll come into your chat and you can tell us about it. Yeah, Liberty. I've been saying the F-35 was crap for years, and then they want to redesign the F-22. Well, they went to the Joint Strike Fighter because it was supposed to be the JSF. It was supposed to be so that in country we could all swap parts, whether it was Navy, Army, Marines, or Air Force. We'd all have access to the same parts and NSNs, so that we would only have to carry one set of parts. But I think they went over like a fucking lead balloon, because the Marines wanted to keep their shit, even though it was fucking Vietnam era stuff. Keep it. Laugh out loud, lightsaber by right? Yeah. Colonial Space Marines. Well, we got to be first at everything, man. First to fight, first to, I don't know. It was supposedly some rare creature that roamed the base out there. I mean, it could possibly be. I mean, shit, there was all kinds of, there was lead in the water for a long time. That just came out. I think the DAV put out an article on that. So if you were there certain times, you possibly had lead poisoning from the water. Something was wrong with the water. Maybe not lead, but so many stories though, man. Like, I'll think about it. I may have, but it's probably from all the shit we done over there on the NBC training side, if anything. The main thing I was concerned with was barracks rats at the time. So, and the titty bar right outside the front gate of New River. Oh, I forget the name of it. It's right there in front of the Food Lion. I'm sure you'll remember. That was the best place to go. F-35B has the advantage the pilots returning from high threat environment. No other jet does. 22s are amazing.
The Harrier.
The Harrier jump jet.
Dude, the first time I ever watched True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger, that was the first time I ever knew about that plane. I'm like, are you kidding me? That thing fucking takes off vertically.
Yeah.
Right there, I was like, I'm in the wrong fucking business, bro. I need to have that in my life.
If you want to see something phenomenal, go my squadron out. I can tell you this because this is a phenomenal task, but my squadron out in El Toro was the only squadron ever to land a C-130 on an aircraft carrier at the time. It may have been completed again, but they were the only squadron. I wasn't on the bird that day, but it was my squadron that done that. So, And we were featured. My old base, my old aircraft hangar was featured in a movie. At the end of the movie, you see my old alma mater. It sucks to send pilots on a mission that they won't survive. I mean, yeah, nobody wants to. Everybody,
Yeah.
most people want to come home. Yeah.
Seriously, yeah.
The problem is like they get so much armament on the damn things, and you lose capabilities. So, like they started putting armament on the helicopters even. But in the first Iraq War, they were replacing the doors, the metal skin doors with plywood. They were running out of supplies so fucking fast, but they had to put new doors on there, and they didn't want the morale of the troops to go down, so they would replace the shot up doors with plywood. But like I said, the Marines always get the shaft. We always get the shaft. We always get the hand-me-downs. May have changed now, but we all when we went to the first stand. We still had flak jackets, which is a grenade vest, not a bulletproof vest. I knew an Aussie who flipped his Harrier over and landed on landing or takeoff. I can't remember which. He said it was uncommon and wasn't uncommon and early. Wow. Yeah, that would be. Sounds like one of them wasn't fully powered up. Something wasn't working correctly.
Yeah,
Well, it's just like the Osprey.
All the way down.
That's like the Osprey. I mean, how many times did that thing crash before they got it figured out? In the military, you have some expectation of danger. Right. You know what you're signing up for. If you don't. Right, bikes? Yeah. Well, I guess the thought behind the command was they didn't want they didn't want you to go hop into a Humvee to go on a patrol and they'd be all shot up. So they were spray painting with the 2-part epoxy polyamide paint to make them green.
Plywood.
Yeah. ABDR, 1,000 mile an hour tape gig back at it now. Yeah. That is the phenomenal duct tape. If you can get a hold of that shit, man, that is the best duct tape. They would patch bullet shot, bullet holes and everything with that shit. I think you could literally fly a plane that was skinned with that, and it would do phenomenal. Like it was 4, 5, 6 inches wide duct tape, but it was called 100 mile an hour tape, and it worked. Oh yeah, it worked. We fixed a few panels that you couldn't get to with that for temporary use, because mission completion is important.
I'm amazed at those 1,000-mile cannons Trump once designed. Can't wait to see how those work.
1,000-mile. Damn. So he's trying to make a intercontinental ballistic cannon. All right, subsonic. What the hell are those called? Howitzers? Subsonic howitzer. Sorties. Yep. For sure. Get it fixed and get it back out. Because the guys on the ground need your help. That's it. I get so pissed off whenever we watch movies and the wife's like, "Shut up! Don't tell me!
Yeah, I know, but it bugs you so much you can't help it.
Yeah. I'm screaming at the TV. I'm like, "What the fuck you mean air support's an hour out? What the fuck? Why would they fucking no. Air support should never be an hour out. What the fuck? It gives me cold chills whenever they come back across the fucking.
What are they doing? Sleeping, yanking it? I mean,
yeah.
Did they not know we were going to do this?
Yeah, like I'm screaming at the TV and she's like, "Oh my God, just shut up." She's like, "I know you know." I'm like, "I'm not telling you. I'm just saying."
I mean, I get bent out of shape when they call it a clip, or there's a Glock that makes a clicking sound when they're cocking the invisible hammer. I can only imagine what it's like watching a military movie with you. Have you watched The Hurt Locker yet, bitch?
I don't think so.
Ah, you gotta go watch it, bro. I'm telling you. Tonight, I'm gonna be on your ass tonight so you watch The Hurt Locker.
I really don't go in till after midnight, and if I watch TV, it's usually something quick with the wife, something she wants to watch.
Mm-hmm.
We watch. She watches that. I think it's called Navy SEALs or some shit, SEAL Team 6 or something. She watches that, which really gets me
SEAL Team
fired up.
does it for her, huh?
Yeah, well, she likes to watch it, because she never understood and still doesn't, what it's like, I guess, to be in the military.
Right.
So she likes to watch it so she can assimilate, because I don't talk about it too much, but she watches that and she's like, and
I
I'm
think
just,
she would disagree with how much you talk about the military.
no. She says that because I say I'm a Marine. Because people, like, if you say, "Oh, I was in the military," and which I try to say 99% of the time, I say, "Oh no, I served in the military, whatever." And then when people ask, you have to tell them what branch you were in, right?
Yeah, it's not like you're gonna falsify that information.
Right, but because I'm proud that I was in the Marines.
You should be. I
Um,
mean,
but
I
the
would
but
be.
but like, just out of I just try to say the military most of the time, and then people ask, because, like I said, if anybody in here could probably agree with me that if you have a Marine Corps flag flying in front of your house, people will stop, whether it's to A, thank you for your service, or two, it's another jarhead that has nothing else to do and wants to sit around and bullshit for a couple hours. So,
Right.
you know, wife and daughter have never saw The Stand. We started watching that.
That's a
I'm
good movie.
See, I don't know.
You haven't seen The
No,
Stand?
man. I'm movie and TV illiterate, man. I didn't even know who Phil whatever that guy was, the Dr. Phil
Dr.
dude.
Phil, yeah. This
Yeah.
motherfucker don't know who Dr. Phil is.
I don't watch TV, man. I'm busy.
Well, in a way, that's great. In a way and The Stand is a great movie. Loved it back in the day when I used to watch a lot of TV. I do not watch a lot of TV nowadays because TV is bullshit anyway. But that was a really good one. It's, of course, based off the book The Stand by Stephen King. And I absolutely love that movie, but it's like 6 hours at least. Yeah. And that was where I first heard the Don't Fear the Reaper song by Blue Oyster Cult. That's a good one.
Like when
But
I
no,
tell you
the
I'm
Hurt
busy, bro.
Locker though you should watch. It's only a 2-hour movie. You can handle that.
I try to contain my day and do the best of everything I can. Like, I work out 6 days a week. Like, there's so much shit that I do, and like the little time that I'm down, you know, I don't want to sit and watch TV. The drone flights developments in the 60s are pretty interesting. My father-in-law was in on nav development on them. Cool shit. Awesome. Most of my family were grunts, whether it be in the Army or the Marines. My older brother was a radio operator, but you forgot three. The only movie that I can say that I've watched that anyone out here would probably know is Stanley Kubrick's movie. And
Which
the look
one?
on your face.
You talking about The Shining?
No. Oh shit, Marine lives there, right? It's a deterrent, but it's not, because people see that and they know it is a deterrent to some people, but some people, you'll have enough people stop in, and America's
Yeah,
enemies fear
Delaware
Marine.
Patriot. He's saying, sorry, go ahead. Well, HVS, Americans' enemies fear Marines more than any other service, but each branch does its part. That's true. I wanted to touch on Delaware Patriots. The Stand is old. It is. It's like from the 80s, I believe. It was a mini series. It was. You should watch it. It's crazy with parallels. It is for a while, and then it gets to end of world, second coming of Christ kind of stuff. Hell versus heaven. It's like the first half. Definitely the first half of it though is all about a virus, the end of mankind because everybody's infected, and then they start into the whole rebuilding the world kind of thing. But then they start with the visions and the Jesuses and the devils, and so it has a progression. The first half of it though is very parallel to what's going on now. Maybe the second half is too, but so far we don't have that yet. Here.
Eastwind Farms knows what I'm laying down. Liberty Not Licensed has to go. Thunderstorms have freaked out the girls. Have to go for now. And thank you for your service. Thank to everybody their service. I know my wife has this thing. She's like, why do you talk shit to Army guys and Air Force guys and Navy guys? I'm like, because that's what we do. It's a camaraderie thing. It's not really disrespect. It's not disrespect. It's funny. It's like everybody says that Marines eat crayons and shit, right? We don't take it as disrespect. It's just funny, because we all fuck around with each other. I have a lot of old Army buddies, and they really fucking get mad at me because I remind them that Army is the acronym for Ain't Ready for Marines Yet. So, there's all that stuff. My brother-in-law's, he retired from the Navy, special operator, and I give him shit every day because who do they call whenever the SEAL teams need rescued? They call in a QRF, which is Marines. So the baddest guys in the Navy have to call on the Marines to come get their ass out of stuff. So yeah. But anyways, the Stanley Kubrick movie I'm referring to is Full Metal Jacket.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So that's a great movie. If you don't have it, I have it on Blu-ray, I have it on DVD, and I also have it on VHS. VHS is old, but
I've watched it quite a few times. It's been in it though since the last time I watched it.
Yeah, Eastwind's it's like Ford, Chevy, and Dodge guys. Army ain't really men yet. Oh shit! Saints is gonna get after you now, Bikes. Saints is gonna get after you. I never forget. I told a guy that he was an old salty dog Army guy, and I told him that, and that motherfucker turned blood red in the face. I mean, I think he was ready to fight me. He wouldn't talk to me for a couple weeks. He worked at a gas station, and I went in there. I was like, "What's up there, Army dog? What's up?" And he's like, "Fuck you." I'm like, "Is that any way to treat a customer?" He asked for it though. So I had to give it to him. But yeah. Laugh out loud. Eastwind Farms. So brand new Chevy.
So which brand are we, Chevy? Yeah, I'm a Ford guy myself.
I'm not a fucked over rebuilt Dodge. Or fix or repair daily.
Yeah. Found on the road dead.
Yeah.
Is that one?
Yeah, found on road dead. GMC and a Toyota. We're a mix of we're a hybrid GMC / Toyota.
The only one that didn't take a government bailout. Don't forget that one.
Toyota's Japanese, so.
Yeah, I don't fuck with anything foreign.
I prefer.
Why my wife is white.
Oh yeah.
Not Asian.
Yeah, my wife's foreign.
Yeah.
My wife's foreign. Yep. Yeah, I would like to have a Toyota truck.
Yeah. I was born in Germany on an Army base.
Army brat.
Yep.
I think it's funny that your aunt is a Marine and your dad was an Army guy.
My dad and my Uncle Sherman were both Army, and my Aunt Jo was a Marine, and then my Uncle David was Air Force.
So you guys had the whole gambit.
Yep.
I just
they
can't
always
see.
went after each other on their smart, saying that the Army guys were the dumbest of the gene pool, yada yada.
But being a Marine, a female Marine at the time, I'm sure was really hard for them to swallow because she made it through the toughest service.
Back before they had two different qualifiers for men and women.
I can't confirm that. I don't know that for sure, but
she'll tell you. Talk to my Aunt Joan, boy. She'll tell you that she did not get any slack.
No brand loyalties here. We have Ford, Toyota, and a Kia. Toyota, our beast. Yep, that's what we used to make our little mud buggies out of. Toyotas and Nissans. Yeah, I'm shit. We have the full gambit, from Dodge to Chevy to Ford to Jeep, you name it.
We started a
SEAL teams.
firestorm up in here with the cars talk, boy. I tell
Yeah.
you what, we got people like, not true,
SEAL
motherfucker.
teams operate under ROE to avoid contact, so they really can't shoot their way out of the fix. They're not even equipped for it. Bro, you need to. Yeah, no, the fucking SEALs are equipped. They get the best of the best, bro. They get the best of the best. And they can, you know, if they can't evade the enemy, they need to get. Well, they always call in the quick reaction force because the Marines are, we're under equipped, but we got the fucking firepower. But the SEALs are fucking phenomenal too. They have all the best shit. So, I mean, but you can't fight a 40-man team with a. I mean, you can. I mean, I'm sure the SEALs can handle it, but they always have to call their big brothers to come pick them up. It's all right. I buy whatever works, right, Eastwind. I'm more lean toward the Honda, than anything else, unless it's old school cars. My grandma was a Marine.
I do like older cars.
Are you shitting me?
I have a real appreciation for Ramblers because that was my actual first car was a Rambler. That was so much easier to work on than anything I've ever had in my life. I could stand inside the engine compartment with the engine still in there and touch ground, bro.
So was your grandmother? I assume she's passed, but she was a Marine too. Really, really bikes? Or are you just fucking with me? To get them out of a jam? Yeah. I never bought foreign before. I'm still leery. I've always, went the Honda, Toyota, and Nissan route. I did have an old Ford with a 351 Windsor in it. Windsor or Cleveland, I forget. But it was a badass truck, but it was an old school truck too. So they're trained to avoid contact and evade the enemy. JTF2 are some of the most baddest of all NATO forces. JTF2, I don't know what that is. Joint Task Force 2. SEALs don't engage large enemy units. World War II, Irish USMC Vet, very true story, aircraft maintenance. Well, that's cool, man. That's awesome. My grandfather was a Navy machinist mate, but because he could swim, they made him a Navy frogman. And before they stormed the beaches of Normandy, my grandfather was one of the UDT frogmen, because they weren't called SEALs then. He was a frogman and went in and got rid of the mines and the entrapments, entanglements, and stuff. So, like I said, I respect all the military, but like I said, it's a camaraderie thing, man. We all have to talk shit. Grandpa was Army and Grandma was a Marine. Oh, I can only imagine holidays at that fucking house. Holy mother of God.
Yeah, because you'd think it was the guy that was the Marine and the woman that was the Army, but since that's reversed, she had to be giving him shit nonstop.
My grandmother worked in the factory that made the ammunition for World War II. She lost her thumb in a shell casing because it came down and landed on her thumb and cut it off. And because they needed the ammo so badly, they didn't get her finger out of it. So it was always a funny story when I was a kid growing up that Grandma killed Germans with her thumb because she lost her thumb in a shell. But my grandfather, like I said, he was a Navy frogman. No elbows on the table there, right? My father went Army. So, and Bikes decided to be a jarhead.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a lot of shit talking there too, Bikes? Do you give your dad a lot of harassment? If he's still with us? My other grandfather was in the Army as well. And then two of my uncles were Army, Purple Heart awardees. And then my other uncle, he was Marine, Purple. He got a Purple Heart and a Silver Star.
I know my dad was in the Army, but I don't know of any other family that was technically in. or served. Like, I'm sure there's probably been more, but my
Pikes.
dad's the only one.
Did you get any of his medals or anything? Poison stinger? You should have all that stuff, man.
No, I don't have anything of him. The knife is like the coolest thing I own of my dad's. Yeah.
It depends on. You might be able to do because you're a next of kin. You might be able to go on and get his DD214 and see all the stuff that he done. We'll talk about that later, though, if you want. We can figure it out.
Yeah.
Get you at least the information. That way you can see what medals and stuff, where he served and what he done.
Right.
So Stan asked, bikes and bullets, did you go Marines just to piss off your dad? Uncle David, Air Force, died in combat 2001. Not sure where he was deployed. Uncle Sherman, Army, died of alcoholism. My father, Army, died of heart attack. Still Aunt Joan, Marine.
I want to die of alcohol. I can't even speak.
No, you don't. It was bad. So bad.
So your Uncle David was probably in probably if he died in combat, then that was probably the first influx of Afghanistan.
Yeah, 2001, that would be right there, huh?
Yeah, that's when we first went in there. My father was against you going in the Marines. Did he want you to follow his Army footsteps? Bikes. Your Aunt Joan is still alive and working. Well, that's good. It's good. Marines don't die anyways. They just go to heaven and regroup. That's all it happens.
Regroup.
Yeah, we just go to heaven and regroup. Cause havoc from above. All right, well, geez, guys and gals, it's already almost 3 hours. Lord, somebody got to see how it,
when you're having fun talking.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Marines, man. That's why I said if I had the flag flying out front, I'd never get anything done. Alcohol is a lifeblood of the military. First thing you learn after basic. Oh yeah, when I could. Yeah, it was like mandatory. Navy still get the ration of rum. No, we did get beer on deployment once. Yeah, that was random, right? We pulled into port because we had a hole in the ship, and they were going to do repair on it. So we pulled into it was a really barren port. I don't even remember where it was at. And there was like a sand beach dune type thing going on there. And we got off the ship, and we were allowed to have 2 beers.
2?
Yeah. Right.
You can almost get a buzz of that.
Yeah. Well, when you haven't drank in 6 months, it doesn't take a whole lot, I guess. All right, guys and gals, thanks for coming out. Had a great time today. Thanks for everybody for sharing. Hopefully learn something. We always learn something. Thank you for all your guys and gals services and to your parents and aunts and uncles and all that stuff. Like I said, we appreciate everybody. I do, because it takes a team. We love all the Army, Navy, all that Air Force, Coast Guard and stuff. They all deserve our respect and honor for what they do. So I appreciate that. As always, I'm USMC Vet. Thumbs up, thumbs down, bitches, bones, complaints. Leave them in the comment section below. Give us a thumbs up, like, and share this so we can get more people in here to have fun and talk shit with. And have a great day. Get out and do your farming. Get out. Let's get this garden revolution started. So everybody can be self-sufficient, and don't have to rely on anything.
Talking of that, don't forget about Rally Point Irish.
Right. Yep, that's down there too. That's my GoFundMe, so we can all get together on 150 plus acres and have a great fuck off time and teach you all about farming, hands-on experience. So share that if you want. Check it out. But we appreciate you guys. Have a great day, and we're out of here.